All right. I can barely see what the hell's going on. But hopefully if you guys can see and hear me, you should be Gucci. What's going on, y'all? Um, I don't know if you guys can hear me. But shout outs to everybody here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if this is being used or not. Um Let me see how this works. Hmm, Give me 1 second. Okay. Well, anyway, little quick show today. Doing pretty good. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Hopefully, you guys are here. It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Cuda. I know I look a little bit tired today because I am actually tired. Um, I wanted to cover this story, man. Recently, right? I've been seeing this story with Cameron versus Joel. Let me actually take this out and see if I can hear it. Because I don't think it affects anything yet. Let me take this off. For some reason, these headphones ain't working. So y'all let me know if the sound changed or whatever. But for some reason the headphones ain't working, so I don't know. What's going on, Tampa? Shout outs to you, player. So shout outs to everybody here. Got a great show for you guys today. Just got a cool little topic I wanted to cover. I wanted to cover Cameron, his response to Jim Jones, which I'm actually upset about because, well, I'm not upset about it, but it's like, damn, I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like to see, Cam and Jim go at it. And it's funny listening to the new generation actually critique something like this because it's like, it's like, damn, Cam and Jim going at it. People can say whatever they want, because I like Jim Jones. Jimmy grew on me. Pause. You know, so like I said, I like Jim Jones. I think he's a phenomenal artist. He came out of nowhere and started doing really well. You know, I think that I don't know, Cam kind of, but then again, I can't blame Cam. From back in the day, I can't really blame Cameron for believing that Jewels, was gonna hold the torch and move Dipset forward. So let's do this real quick. Um, a lot of people don't realize that. Well, a lot of people forgot because I mean it just kind of just fell off the map that Cam and Jimmy got into it a minute ago. Couple years back. You said how many tats I got? I do not know. I stopped counting after a while, but I haven't gotten tatted in like almost 4 or 5 years, honestly. Almost 4 or 5 years. I haven't gotten an actual tattoo. You know, I want to get some. I actually want to get some ink out here, and I actually had the opportunity several times, but I just never did. But anyway, shout out to you, Tampa. Good to see you, man. So yeah, give me 1 second. Got too much fucking hair, y'all. All right, so anyway, a lot of people don't know Jimmy and Cameron got into it. I think they said like 10 years back. He said they got. I believe, I didn't think time would go by that fast, but it did. That Jimmy and Cameron got into it, and they were going at it for a little bit, but back then it was a little bit different because what's going on, regular? Good to see you, player. Back then it was a little bit different because a lot of people were saying that Cameron was jealous of Jim Jones when Ballin came out. They were saying, oh well, Cameron, he's jealous of Jimmy cause of Ballin. Hold on, let me see if it's using this one. Yeah, it is using this one. Okay. Yeah, so they were like, "Oh, he's jealous of Jimmy and blah blah blah," and and at the time, I'm not gonna lie, Ballin was a huge record. Ballin was a huge record, but I don't think Cameron was jealous of Jimmy. They were saying at the time, Cam had a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people don't realize Cam is like my favorite rapper, so it's just funny as hell uh listening and looking at all these hop-ons, kind of jump on the Cameron wagon, man. I used to fucking get into fights in high school over fucking Cameron and shit like that, man. My friends will tell you, you know, we all were Dipset fans, like, and then people wasn't real Dipset fans like that. They didn't really get into, the Bird gangs. They didn't get into like the Shice Bubs, the Max B wave kind of came a little bit later, pun intended. Um, they wasn't really Dipset fans, and I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people did like the Locks. The Locks was dope. Um, Rockefeller, they didn't really. I'm not gonna say they didn't really need the Diplomats, but Jay-Z had what's the name, Chris and Nefi, and then you had State Property and stuff like that. So yeah, they didn't get into Aguilar, Purple City. What's going on, Bobby? Salute to you, player. They didn't get into like Aguilar, Purple City. They didn't get into none of that. Like all these people that, oh, I'm a Dipset fan. It's like, no, you're not. They didn't get to Uncasa. They didn't get to none of those guys, man. You know, and I mean, they didn't have to. I mean, the Diplomats was doing a lot, but let me tell y'all something, man. Because I ain't gonna lie. I remember even when I was in Florida, um, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first like real CDs I actually got was Harlem Diary of a Summer, which was a dope Jim Jones project. But like a lot of people, they haven't been rocking with Jimmy for a long time. I've been rocking with Jimmy for a long time. On My Way to Church, all those those old albums and tapes that Jimmy would put out and stuff like that. And I actually like Jim. Jim Jones didn't become one of my favorite rappers until, no, Harlem Diary of Summer was good, but when Hustler's Poem came out, oh my god. Just the like, I'm not even gonna lie, no matter what anybody says, because a lot of people are just, jumping on, the Cameron bandwagon right now. If anybody knows, trust me, I know, right? So it's just funny to see them kind of turn on Jimmy. And the funny part is the person that they liked out of Dipset the most, aside from Jewels, was Jimmy. At the time it was Jimmy. People couldn't really understand Cam like that. Cam was always a different breed. And then one thing I didn't like coming up, even though it didn't really bother me, about Cameron is that he saved some of his best music for his albums, which you kind of really got to do that. But he had some solid singles and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. No matter what goes on in this beef, from what I saw, Jimmy got he got a solid body of work, you know. Um, Sometimes it works like that, you know. You think Jewels was gonna do something? Hell nah. Jimmy came out of nowhere and really held the torch, you know. Jewels started hanging around Wayne at the time and started getting addicted to cough syrup. You did what I'm saying? And you know, Cam, you know, fell out with Jewels a minute ago, even over that. Because he's like, man, you know, what do you know, that's a down south thing. That's not like a, you know, a Harlem thing. You know, people up north ain't really sipping lean like that. That's why, you know, like when I was coming up back in the day, it was actually funny as hell watching Chief Keef and like all them cats in Chicago sip lean like that. Cause that's all down south culture. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure somebody from Memphis or, you know, Detroit or that it traveled up to the north and got to Chicago at some point. But you know, I kind of understood where Cameron came with Jewels because Jewels had so much potential. You know, when Haymon came out, I think he said he was like what 18. Then you had what the game's been missing, and you had like all of these different projects from Jewels. But man, once he started saying that, oh, we're gonna do I can't feel my face type shit, I'm like, man, you know, that's when the decline of Jewels. I'm not even gonna lie, both of the decline for both of them went down. Uh, uh, the decline from both of them went down when they started messing with Cam. You know, so I will say that. You know, so I'm not even gonna lie. Killer can speak the way that he want to speak about the situation, but Jimmy got a solid body of work. You know, and recently, Jim put out a diss to Cam. Well, not really a diss to Cam, but like a response track to Cameron. And it was good, you know, like, you know, a lot of the younger cats ain't gonna catch on to it because it's an old ass beef, but it was pretty good, you know. You said J.R. Ryder had a fan base, but I never got to listen to him much at all. Sadly, I fucked with J.R. Ryder. J.R. Ryder was a beast. J.R. Ryder was a beast, and then the punchlines, and then that shit was funny too. Like y'all got to go look at the video where they got caught up in I think in the UK. Because Dipset had a UK branch called SAAS or SAS, I think Strong Arm Steady. And bro, they got kidnapped overseas. That shit was funny as hell. Him and JR Wright. Yo, I showed it on the show not too long ago. That shit was funny. He's like, hey, come here. Hold on, let me see if I can find that shit. Hold up real quick, yo. Y'all wanna laugh at something? Hold up. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something real quick for y'all, real quick. That shit was funny. Them niggas got kidnapped. I said, damn. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I know it's somewhere still on the internet. I think he had one of the best chains too at one point. J.R. Ryder. I saw a freestyle from him like a year or two ago, which is funny as hell. All right, look at this. And I think later on he cut ties with them. Hold on, I gotta figure out which tab is where we're live. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, we on this tab. Yeah, you forgot about Euro Gang, bro. They were big at one point. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this comeback New York with Pops it was supposed to be bigger. It was supposed to be like the biggest thing that happened New York to New York in a minute, man. You know, because New York been, you know, Europe and New York, they kind of was like this at one point, you know, as you can see. But look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Hold up. All right, YouTube still needs screen sharing thing, but all right, let's go. Bro, the dude in the red hat, I forgot his name, but look, JR Ryder don't feel like he want to be there. They done took his chain off his neck about 50 times.
I mean, I don't really got to say too much. He's right. And this is the cartel cat.
Man's getting straight with you, mate. Hold on.
I mean, I know y'all mad out there, baby. Come here.
Hey, come here. Where you think you going? You said facts. Jewels is the biggest disappointment to Memphis Bleak. Well, Memphis wasn't gonna fucking rap anyway, and I like Memphis Bleak. I think Jay would have got more out of Tata than Memphis, bro. You know, every group got that spitter for some reason that's not gonna spit. Young Money had Corey Guns. What the hell happened to that? What happened to Corey Guns? You know, they even had Jay Mills. They even had Gutter at one point. Not Gutter. Who's the other dude? And he ended up signing the G Unit. Man, you got a lot of people. Like, honestly, I'm gonna tell you, there was a time in music. We got 14 people in here. We could at least get 14 likes. They're free. You know, we got 14 people in here. We could at least get 14 likes. But no, you had like all of these groups had spitters in them, but it's not the person that you think that's gonna take over. For example, a lot of people didn't think Lil Wayne was gonna do what Lil Wayne did. You understand what I'm saying? But as soon as Baby knew it, they started hanging behind Lil Wayne. You know, remember Juvie was supposed to be the big guy. Juvie ended up doing good, but see how that happened, right? G Unit. Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Lloyd Banks put out, you know, a fuckload of projects. Lloyd Banks was supposed to be big, but guess who was gonna do what Lloyd Banks was gonna do? Young Buck. See how that works? See how that works? Y'all hit the like button. Support the show, y'all. What's going on, Raven? You said, nigga, you got 14 inches of hair. Man, yeah, I need to do something. I'm gonna do something with it this year. I got a lot of hair. You dig? Shout outs to Raven in the building. Yeah, man. So yeah, Lloyd Banks was gonna be big, but guess what? Young Buck ended up being the bigger cat. You know? Look at Rick Ross. Well, didn't Rick Ross had Triple C's, Custom Cars and Cycles? He had Torch. He had Gunplay. And then I think when that failed, he ended up getting MMG. And I'm not gonna lie, he had a bunch of talented rappers. He had Wale on there. Wale is good, but Wale has a ceiling. Like we want Wale to get big by Wale. You know, we don't want Wale to have to be attached to, you know what I'm saying? we don't want Wale to have to be attached to Miguel or Jeremiah or somebody to get big. So like the bad part about Wale is that Wale had like a ceiling that he couldn't get past. And I think what fucked him up was his first album, because his first album was awesome. Like his first album, the only thing that fucked him up with that is that he didn't get no promotion. And the crazy part was that he had Lady Gaga on that album. He had a young J. Cole on that album. He had all the top people on that album. But when Attention Deficit came out, one of the best albums I've ever heard, when Attention Deficit came out, he didn't get the push that he needed. And I don't even think that came out under MMG. I think the other one came out under MMG, the one with Lotus Flower Bomb and Bad and all those other songs. And even then, he still didn't get a push. And then Rose turned around and signed Fat Trell. Fat Trell fucked that up. Fat Trell fucked that up. You know, Fat Trell should have been on a minute ago. Shy Glizzy fucked up his deal. DC, we ain't never getting on. Shit. Welcome home, No Savage, but I don't know what's gonna happen with No Savage. He already showed you he'll crash out a little bit. And shout outs to my bro, but he in jail again too. Active Baller. Where Baller at? Baller in jail now, I think, for some stupid shit. They made this man Savage crash out in Pentagon City. I said, oh, he ain't never getting out. He out now. I'm like, damn. Shit. You know, I know a couple niggas that caught some case up in Pentagon, man. All right. You said Jay Mills end up ghostwriting for Young Money. Yeah, I think Gutter did some ghostwriting. Then you had Chucky. He didn't really do nothing. Then you had the other dude, he was supposed to be a producer. I forgot his name. He older now. What's his name? I was just talking about him with y'all. I forgot his name. But guess who would have made Young Money a lot of fucking money also than Drake, Nicki? Because Wayne had 4 people. Jay-Z at the time had 3. So Jay's top 3 was Kanye and Rihanna. And we're talking a little bit about factions real quick since we're doing this Dipset talk, right? Jay had Kanye and Rihanna. That's a dream team right there, you know, because either way it go, if Jay stepped back and just let Ye and Rihanna do their thing, that's nothing but money right there. But Wayne had Drake and Nicki, and I'm telling you, which I don't think he was gonna do, but you never know. Wayne would have made stupid money with Tyga, because look at Tyga right now, you know, and a lot of people are like, well, he kind of in the sellout crowd. Well, I don't think he is. You know, I think Tyga was gonna always be big. He was like a corny guy. Like back in the day, a lot of people don't realize there was 3 tatted dudes that knew how to rap, and they were on the come up. One of them niggas was Tyga. One of them niggas was Wiz, and then another one was this guy named Kid Ink. And Tyga just dominated that whole sector. You know, a lot of people don't like and it took a while for the pop shit to grow on. But look, Drake went pop, Nicki went pop, Tyga still end up going pop and being big. So Wayne would have had a stupid bag off of Tyga. You know, with Justin Bieber, come on, like anyhow, you can just sit on a whole tape and just do something with Khaled and them and shit like that. You're gonna make some money. Anyhow, Khaled ring your phone, you're gonna make some fucking money. You know, a lot of people don't like DJ Khaled, and that's because a lot of people don't know what he does. He gets the producers together, he gets the artists together, he sets everything up. He just A&Rs the whole thing. He's the mastermind of the whole thing. Make a lot of fucking money. Shit, the check cleared. What's going on, Soundmind? Yeah, Styley was also a beast. You know, fun fact. I got a friend that I grew up with. He's a comedian. His name is Jermaine Fowler. Before I really jumped into like rap and all that other shit, like and really was active a little bit. I was a part of his entourage, and he used to do a lot of comedy shows. You know what I'm saying? And we were part of his entourage, honestly. He ended up doing comedy. He got a twin brother. A lot of people don't know about him, but I'm very proud of him. Um, I remember when he moved to New York. When he moved to New York, he ended up living in Stolly's old apartment complex. So all of Stolly's like child support checks and all of that shit used to get delivered to his apartment and shit like that. And it was like, damn, you never know, But he in LA right now. And uh you know um if you guys watched Coming to America Part 2, he ends up playing Eddie Murphy's son in that movie. And he's done like cameos for Comedy Central and stuff like that. So, we super proud of him because he came a long way. You said, not sure why, but while you're talking about them, I began thinking about Most Def, how he fell off. He didn't really fall off, in my opinion. I love Most Def. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. We're gonna get into it. You know, what's going on, Stoic? Shout outs to you, man. Hey, bro, I gotta hit you up. Man. My bad. When I got off yesterday, man, I started getting into it with this whole YouTube thing and stuff. You say he fell off? How you think he fell off? I love Most Def. Most Def can never fall off. He probably fell back, but he didn't fall off. His daughter is getting big now. You know that girl that sings that's just not my problem. That's just not my problem. That's his daughter. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's his daughter. You did? That's his daughter. She's actually doing pretty good. I didn't know Most Def was trying to get help by Bruce Willis. That's what's up. You said he owes her child support? That's funny as hell. He said, that's just not my problem. He ain't about to pay that child support shit. Fuck it. She over 18 now, hopefully. You did? Man. So yeah, man. But let's get back into the game. Dipset. You know, you said South Africa banned him for life. Hmm. I think Mos Def is dope. Who kind of fell off? Vic Mensa. And then I heard recently too, what's his name? What's his name? Uh Chance the Rapper. My bad, I had to think. Chance the Rapper. This man got divorced from his wife. I said, damn. You know? I mean, I like Chance the Rapper. I like acid rap. But like he's just like a uniformed rap. He's like a uniformed rapper to me. You know who else is a uniformed rapper to me? Jadena. Damn, I lost my earring. Jadena. You know? No, you good, man. He said Dipsex was a good adult franchise by Cameron. That's funny. I don't know if Cameron was behind it. I know he probably said something about it, but I know 40 Cal, who was also a good rapper from Dipset, was behind some of that stuff. 40 Cal. And then you had Shice Bubs. You had a lot of people that had their own thing. You say he was in it? Okay, probably was. I'm not sure, yeah. But I know they had Roxy Reynolds. I know they had Double R up in that joint. I know they had Roxy Reynolds. Cam went into a lot of different ventures. They had syrup. They had Dipset had the coats. I really wanted those jackets. I really and you know what's funny? I kept going to New York, and every time I kept going to New York, and I had the money to go get one of those original Dipset jackets. You know, one of them Dipset Pele's. Man, my ass keep forgetting. That's because I took a girl with me every time I went up to New York, or I had a girl with me, and I keep forgetting to go. And there's another place in New York I keep forgetting to go to. They got something called the Sex Museum. Keep forgetting to go there also. You know, it's like as soon as I go to New York, I go to like certain places. I probably like swing by Bed-Stuy. I go down where like the trade center was, and go look at the memorial, or at least pass through it. And I always go to like a little bit around Flatbush. Where I go other places too. Last time I went, I went to Queens, but I always somehow end up on Coney Island at the same bar, drinking Long Island iced teas and stuff, and just chilling. And it's crazy. One thing I need to do, I need to take my one wheel to New York one day. You know, I want to take my one wheel to New York. You know, you said Roxy once did this baby doll Asian pose, and I fell in love with that bitch. I don't know, man. You know, Roxy a different breed, man. Yeah, bro gave talent and genetics, man. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Shout outs to Stoic, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the Cash App. It's Player Talk Radio. We still gonna do our thing. YouTube holding us back right now, but we still gonna do our thing. So let's get into it. Let's critique and break down fair use. Fair use. Shout outs to actually I'm gonna do a breakdown of my brother IQ. I'll support the show. I gotta get this damn thing fixed, man. Jim Jones responded recently with a track which was dope. Hold on. I don't know why it's doing this right now, but give me 1 second. I wonder if it all right, check this out.
He wants some pressure, I'ma teach that boy a lesson. Got your bitch on her knees, stretching. I don't got lemons, but I squeeze. No, I'm super fresh, like a breeze. Yeah, 2 big locks on my knees. Yeah, baby, this is Bill on my teeth. Yeah.
So I'm gonna adjust a couple of things because we've been on vacation, and a lot of niggas been talking since I was off vacation. We're gonna start with Jomo. And you are a guardian angel and designer, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? You are from the Bronx.
Now, this is like too funny because he said Jimmy's not from Harlem, he's from the Bronx. But this is like two brothers going at it. This is basically two brothers going at it. So they said that they used to use Jim Jones' grandmother's house as basically like kind of like a kick it spot, you know? Now, if you know anything about music, you know anything about rapping, shit on the East Coast and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, sometimes you gotta have a kick it spot. Sometimes, you know, things get invented, songs get made, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of different stuff happen at the kick it spot. You know what I'm saying? So Jim's not in the wrong to be like, yo, like, you know, I helped y'all, bro. You know, I provided y'all a place to come up, you know. Nobody knows how shit would have played out, you know, if I didn't have my grandma's crib or wherever we was chilling at or whatever the hell we was doing. So I ain't gonna lie, you know, but you know, at the end of the day, these people are rich. So rich jokes are a little bit different, and jokes, these are inside jokes. Jokes hit a little bit different when you know the person. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been on tours together, y'all looked out for each other, been in shootouts, all kinds of just ridiculous shit, standing on corners with each other, sold stuff back and forth, been a part of a lot of different things. So keep that in mind. This, I hope it don't get ugly, but this, and I hate to see it, but this probably ain't as serious as we thought. And honestly, too, like people said, Jimmy can take his money and make a podcast. What's stopping him from doing that? Let's get it.
You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, my nigga. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, you are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you. You talk about dick ride now. That's where this old shit, I would have left you alone. I would have left the old shit alone. But listen, dick ride, do you remember how we met, nigga? Pause. So not met, how you got cool with us? This is how this started. I want y'all to go Google Cameron 1995 freestyle.
Tenants and pennies with a 40 Johnny honey. And now I make Gotti money. Niggas wanna be cool, but couldn't piss in my potty one. And it's not my nigga, your daughter, fucking in order, fucking the store, the cops. I got the jacket.
All of them were rapping the same. Big L, Jay-Z. All of them were rapping the same. All right. So that's why by time, because that's why a lot of people hated Cameron. Computers puting me. People used to hate Cameron, right? But they didn't know his story. So the funny part is that, like, by the time people ran into Cameron, he was already arrogant with his flow. He'd been doing it, Same thing with Jay, but I guess Jay had more people to kind of, I guess, culture vulture, I guess material wise. So, hey.
You don't make it a habit, G, around the extinguished two in your cabin. Where I'm from is like a ghost town. We packing toast clown, fuck around. Doggy, you think the way you say you throw it blood shit. I make your block hotter than that state that Bobby played.
Yeah, now go Google Mace, Cameron, Cardan, DJ Clue.
Niggas don't understand, son. The bullets in they calf and they can't run. Niggas all on top of you, beat you down with handguns. Bust back slugs, but you never get the land one. Run with grimy niggas and die with shit your man done. You dream the world I'm living in. Wanna fuck the bitches I be swimming in. Cute, but don't confuse me as I'm feminine. Wilder than them cats that be rowdy to the Benjamin.
Google Children of the Corn 12-minute freestyle.
Nigga like the blast mag. Niggas.
Yeah, all of them, Children of the Corn. And so, and a lot of people, like I said, don't remember that Cam and Mace, they played basketball with each other. They played basketball with each other. So, but I'm not gonna lie, there was a time where Mace did Cam dirty, and there was a time where Mace, where Cam was dissing the hell out of Mace. Cam used to diss the shit out of Mace. They out for like 4 or 5 years or some shit.
Fags will get your ass tagged. Hey yo, the gruff been rough for years. I be bucking queers and throw the ass down the fucking stairs. Step to this and you would. Hey yo, I'm iller than that shit that fuck up your immune system.
Google Bloodshed and Cameron, Children of the Corn freestyle.
I dare to ask to act up. You hear me? Yeah, I'd rather off that you near me. I'd rather have you fear me than have your mother teary eyes. Fly with candles, 40 bottles, very dies. No, we lie.
What the young kid had to
See, I run with Mr. Kids. You'll have a twisted wig playing R. Kelly when you know my ass Mr. Big.
Are you at any of these places? No, nigga. You was not there, man. You wasn't there, nigga. This is what happened, how Jomo got cool with us. Them freestyles that we just showed y'all, go Google them. Have fun with them when you get time. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mace, myself, Big L, even though Mace and Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping.
So that's the thing. Now it's like Cam trying to make it seem like Jimmy just came out of nowhere. He was making it seem like Jimmy was fanned out. Also, too, hold on. Also, too, Jim said that Mace taught him how to rap. You know, Jim said, "Yo, you know, Mace taught me how to rap." You understand what I'm saying? So Jim said that Mace taught him how to rap and was giving Mace homage. But now all of so Mace doesn't say nothing. Mace just sits in the corner eating popcorn, and Cam is just going off. All right, so let's get back into it. Cam is just going off. All right, so let's go.
Prior to the internet, everybody knew we was about record. Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles, and you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house. You said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles. Y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all want to come by and just hang out, y'all could. Y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Joe Mo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, where's Joe Mo inviting us to his house? Even though he cool, nigga. But it didn't make sense to be going to Joe Mo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through.
And his impression is funny.
Why are we going to Joe Mo's house? Cool. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You were a fan, nigga. A fan. We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. Up the block was 40 Wolves. Lou Simpson's up on 142nd Cross Square. D. Ferg on number 8th Avenue. I don't see you around none of this. Shout out to my nigga, what's the nigga Final Four Billy and them used to. You're not from none of that. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem? Niggas from Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's first and foremost. All this, yo, niggas was on your couch. You were fanned out and you begged niggas to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. And nigga, you was so cool. And we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Make's like, yo, I think our Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally. He taught you how to rap. You'll say it. Matter of fact, bring up the clip.
Mace helped me learn how to rap.
Mace told.
Now, this is him back. But he said something funny though. He was like, well, since he got taught how to rap, he's platinum now. Ooh. Can't lie about that. Since Jimmy learned how to rap, he's been platinum. You know, he's been platinum. Since Jim Jones learned how to rap, I'm not gonna lie, he's been platinum. So let's look at the poll. We got 17 votes. Who was the best rap group in the 2000s? We got 29% saying Diplomats, 18% saying the Lops, 35% say G Unit, and 18% says Bob D. Interesting. Let's keep this.
Mace actually showed me how to rap.
Mace actually sat me down and showed me the magic to rap.
We taught you how to rap, nigga. How you ran the whole organization. How you made Diplomat. Nigga, you ain't make none of this stuff. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free crib and you was a nice guy. That's how you got down originally. Period. Next point. This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. Cool. I thought it was cool to ask 50. The shit happened 20 years ago, however many years ago. I thought it was all good. I had no problem thinking, yo, okay. He tricked niggas out their spot, came to the spot. I know 50 said it. And they went under, he was funny. I thought it was funny when he said the shit. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every nigga that put hands on you. But I see the pattern now. If a nigga agree to disagree with you and don't want to take it that route because they got some genuine love for you, you keep going on and on you, or you get told, you cool with them. I see you with C Gutter. Junior Mafia, cool. I see you taking pictures with True Life. It's cool. Man, DC, y'all having sit-downs to work out. Gunshots was let off with that. Y'all having sit-downs to work it out. You tried to chase French Montana out the game. That ain't work out. Y'all got cool. So cool that you go to his video shoot. Pardon me, not his video shoot, his movie. You're sitting in the crowd watching the premiere, and they dissing you in the movie. You in the movie getting dissing. You gotta eat it. Just sitting in the crowd. Nah, nigga, they dissing you in the movie.
Hey, yo, Cameron has always been good. See, it's sundown now, y'all. Cameron has always been funny at imitating Jim. You know, it's funny because if you hang around people for a long time, you'll start to be able to imitate them, or at least mirror them a little bit. All right, we got 19 votes. 26 says Diplomats. 32 says G Unit, and I guess we got a couple on the locks and Mobb Deep. All right. 26 says Diplomats. 21 says the locks. 32 says G Unit, and 21 says Mobb Deep. Okay. All right, let's get back into it. You know, what's going on, Coffee? Yeah. Shout outs to Coffee in the building. Yeah. And I kept it New York too. You know, I kept it New York. So for all you purists, you know, in the chat, you did. Shout outs to everybody here. Please hit the like button on the way in and support the show. You know, we being held back a little bit by the platform, but you know, we still gonna make sure you guys get the content and you guys are entertained. Let's get it though.
Oh, see you, bro. I wonder how you met Mano. Ask him how you met Mano. Mano gonna downplay because they cool now. He tried to press Mano one day because Mano first came out. He had a little record where he was saying dissing the rappers. I don't know, he's dissing. He said nigga's name. So Jim plus see Mano one day and was like, yo, what's up with all that saying my name? Man said, who the fuck you talking to? Oh, you think I'm one of them niggas? You out your motherfucking mind? Now they the lobby boys. Every nigga that do something to put pressure on you, you sit there and work it out. But when niggas got a little genuine heart for you and all that, cool, that's the pattern. If they don't put hands on you, then you can keep going on and on and on. And I ain't promoting none of this. I think it's cool that you cool with everybody I name. You gonna be 50 next year, nigga. I'm happy that you cool. I'm not starving no feathers. I'm not saying that to backtrack on any beef or go anything like. I think it's really cool. But the niggas who do this, you cool with, and then the niggas who try to handle it sophisticatedly, you keep going on and on like niggas give a fuck about all that shit, bro. Niggas don't care about none of that shit, my nigga. Niggas don't care a little bit, my nigga. That's first and foremost. I'm gonna wrap it up with a couple things real quick. What I'll finish with is this, man. I'm never here to downplay your character. As much as you try to degrade my character for years and push me under the bus and say, I ain't start this and I ain't do that, and you started Pink and you made the Diplomats, which is just, if people choose to believe that, then look, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you to, my nigga, period. But at the end of the day, my nigga, I'm not gonna play your character. And I didn't know all this shit was going on because I was on vacation. I came back a few days ago and seen all this going on. And it's like, for instance, right? I see you post the shit, Cam let me get jumped in Rucker, this, that, and third by 8 niggas, this, that, and third. I'll let niggas tell that story however they want to tell it. I don't give a fuck. I seen the story one time when Little C's was telling the story. I mean, me and Little C's is cool. And Little C's told me he punched me in my face. Really? And me and C's, I seen C's. C's, really? No, I'm not dissing C's, but no. Little C's never punched me. But if you go to his end in that story, that's what he said he did. And like I said, I ain't got no problem. I seen C's, we good. But you keep running around with these 25-year-old stories. Do you ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up? When you ran in the hotel, they chased you to the beach. And lucky, I had my shit on me and my man Jojo, I ain't gonna say his name, Spanish nigga, you know him. The Spanish nigga who don't care about life, who was with me, is like, who are these niggas coming? I said, oh, they come this way. No, and this no disrespect, because Blue's my nigga, Meech my nigga, all that. And Blue Da Vinci just told this story on his platform or whatever platform recently. He got it 89% right. It's a little off, Blue. I'll tell it on Talk with Flea, my perspective of what happened. But at the end of the day, I don't be out there pumping. They chased you to the beach, nigga. You was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean. I don't pump that. Took your rags off. Me and Jojo was laughing about that 3 months, some cool shit. Cool. I don't pump all that shit, nigga, because I ain't trying to make the great your carry. You know why? Because the revolution.
You was in the sand. That's crazy. Make sure you guys hit the like button, support the show. I'm gonna have some exclusive stuff. Follow me over on coffee.com. You can also support through coffee.com via PayPal. Thank you, everybody that's enjoying the show. What are y'all thoughts on this, man? You know, I mean, I know a lot of people aren't Dipset fans. I don't like it. You know, I don't like to see Jim and Cam go at it, but hey, man, this is an old beef that has recently just bubbled back up out of nowhere. So, hey, it is what it is.
I'm here, nigga. That's why I gotta work like that. That's why me and Murder is here, nigga. The revolution was televised, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And I'll wrap it up real quick with this, nigga, because I'll be here for an hour. We got other shit to do.
And it's like, you know, Jim, I'm not gonna lie, man. Jim's body of work, you can't discredit his body of work. You know, Jim got a crazy body of work. And then on top of that too, it's like Jim felt that he had to become his own boss. You know, he felt like he had to become his own boss. And in the middle of balling, you know, that's when he kind of went to go kick it with 50 Cent. And he kind of didn't realize too, you know what I'm saying? He kind of didn't realize too that 50 Cent was using him at the time. Like, you could tell 50 was you know, I'll bring up the video. There was a moment where he was standing behind 50, and I guess 50 thought he caught on to him and was going to attack him. But when 50 looked around, Jim came around the corner and was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show up and whoop-de-whoop, kind of do it like promo and stuff like that. Because I guess 50 paid him. And he was there, you know, at the pool table. And yeah, you know, he was riding off the success of balling. But I think it was a year later when he ended up meeting up with 50 and them and shit like that. So like balling at the time was like last year's hit. But a lot of people said that's when the rift came. You know, that's when him and Cam fell out, because basically he started making enough money to, sustain himself and stuff like that. He kind of didn't really have to, you know, answer to Cam, you know. So I guess he felt some type of way, but honestly, the 50 kind of exposed that, you know, Jim, he probably a snake. He said he probably a snake. You did? Coffee said, it's not surprising to me. Last year started off as the year of Revel. So I guess this is an opportunity for everybody to hash out their problems and things. Yeah. This year didn't start too well for me, man. Your YouTube started. This is the only way I can go live. YouTube started destroying my channel, man, on my birthday and New Year's. So, you know, YouTube gave me a happy birthday gift. You did? Destroy that man channel. You did? You said Jim can be shady as fuck too. Absolutely. You said 50 Cent shady, but in an honest way. Yeah. And shout outs to Ray in the building. You said these ninjas looks shady as hell. It's funny. I mean, people were saying that people think that Jim wanted to be him and Mace, you know, up there on the screen, but hey, it is what it is.
Stop, bro. Those niggas get around you to put themselves in better situations, bro. Not to be in worse situations than they was before they met you. You get? Do you understand that? I don't know if you understand that. That's why niggas come around, but then you send them on dummy missions and trick them out their freedom. Max is doing 75. I know you don't give a fuck. Jaja just wanted to be a rapper. Jaja got 10 years, my nigga. We don't know where Jada at.
Funny part is, I look up Jaja because I like Jaja. You know, yeah, she looked a little bit crazy, but them little, them girls in New York, they built a little different, But Jaja now, who was supposed to be the first lady of Dipset, Jaja now, man, she just went straight, young Ma, Jaja, she not feminine as much as she used to be or how she was presented back in the Dipset days. Jaja was the first lady of Dipset. Some people said it could have been what's her name, Juju. Remember, Cameron was with Juju for a long time, but Juju couldn't rap. Juju was bad though, but Juju couldn't rap. He said she rough. Yeah, Jaja little. Yeah, she a little rough thing right now. You know what I'm saying? But them the type of girls you can send them to the 7-Eleven in the morning, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, go get some swishes or whatever. At that time. Now she just, she a little stud man. You know what I'm saying? She a little stud man. So, all right, let's get back into it. Y'all hit the like button. Show the show some love, y'all. It's player talk. Let's get.
Stro is just missing. I don't know what the fuck happened to Slicey, 12 years. His godson, that was 13 years old, 8 years. Shotty, he was trying to be 12 years.
Right, Ray.
And I know you love Mel, because I love Mel Matrix. That's my brother. I love him. That's your man more than you my man, and that's a fact. I'm not denying it. But you said when he come home, he gonna be the triple OG. Get that man a job, my nigga. Get him a job. He's the triple OG before he went in. Make sure he getting a job, getting 6 digits a year. That's what it's really about. As much as that side, I don't know if they fuck with me or not. I ain't talking about this situation. You know what's gangster? Emery is gangster. Emery that had a Puma, creative, whatever the fuck he doing. It ain't even like jail back on his plate no time soon, and they ain't never going back. You know what's gangster? Biggs is gangster. Biggs come home for jail, still got a stake in Rockefeller, whatever him and Jay-Z worked out, that's cool. Or whatever, he got St. John as artist, he working with Drink Champs. That's gangster. Not throwing niggas back in the pot that eventually do something that could get them back in the same situation. And I'm not saying, if you got something lined up for Matrix, I'm shut the fuck up. My bad. I apologize, but I don't want that for Melly because I give a fuck about Melly. Whether he care about me like he used to or not, I still my nigga. I got love for Melly. So but this is gonna be the last time I address this. I did this 10 years ago. A lot of people seem like this is new business. When Jim wanted to go to Rock Nation, he sat there and was crying on Funk Master Flex, saying I did this, did that. We did this whole thing 10 years ago, bro. 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Whatever.
All right. So yeah, like I said, they talked about this a minute ago. And then, like I said, it seemed like Jim wanted to be his own boss. Ray said Cat Williams basically said the same thing. All those people who've done wrong have the same eyes. Hey man, it is what it is, All right. Hold on. And he right about Mel Matrix, man. And Shotty and them.
Whatever you got to say after this, good luck. I wish you luck. I got other shit to do. A lot of people don't even realize the Dipset movement was from 2001 to 2006-7. It's 2025. What are we talking about here? If it's people interested in the stories, I dig it. I understand that. Me, from 2007 to 2025, I got other shit to do. This is not on my motherfucking plate. So I wish you all the best. I don't care what niggas say after this. I'm not addressing it no more. Believe what you want to believe because I got other things to do.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. Shout outs to IQ. If you wanna out, you know what I'm saying, his, response to it, you can head over to IQ Shahid, you know, brother and stuff. Yeah, it's a little dark where I'm at right now. But we dedicated, man. We gonna get in the show. Y'all don't need to see me anyway. Um You said I'm like that. I address this shit and let it be my last time addressing it. Well, shit, the Kwafi, as well as I know, it's never gonna be nobody last time addressing it. As soon as that shit hit the internet, people just won't shut the fuck up. You dig? About some shit that they don't know because especially dudes, man. I never thought I'd see dudes like this fucking feminine. About some shit that they don't know. Not saying about Cam and Jim. I'm saying just in general with just some of the stuff that I've been seeing over the past couple years. These dudes are totally crossed out. It's to the point where women can do straight up gossip channels and their whole audience will be men. That's how fanned out a lot of these dudes are these days. Just to see some shit that they don't know about pop off. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to take a step back. I'm like, bro, none of these niggas red pill, none of these niggas masculine, none of that shit. No homo. It's not that I'm looking for red pill niggas. No homo. It's not that I'm looking for quote unquote masculine niggas. It's like, bro, no, I'm not looking for none of that shit. I'm not even looking for niggas. I'm just saying though, I'm just not gonna go out of my way and hang around them niggas. I would have hold on, y'all. Hold on. I would have give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, this is for the NPC. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, like I said, I don't go around looking for niggas, but shit, I would like to think that I'm communing and talking with and kicking it with, real dudes, but what's about to do? Hold on. A lot of these dudes, bro, it's just like hanging around a pack of hoes. And why the hell would I do that on here when I could just in real life go hang around a pack of hoes, if I wanted to. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, he addressed it 10 years ago and he moving on. Absolutely. You said the situation is feminine. You're right. You said you can be masculine as fuck and be feminine in your energy. Absolutely. You said the shell is only harder on the outside. Some of these niggas look hard, but be women like on deep within. Absolutely. A hard head make a soft what? Pause. You said too many dudes arguments over each other's principles and codes. Yeah, but that's the funny thing. Because after a while, you'll see a dude arguing. You'll see a dude arguing and trying to enforce codes that he himself don't even live by, which I don't care. But it's like, because I understand how that goes too. But you'll see dudes, arguing over shit that he himself don't live by, which is crazy. I done got into it with a couple of dudes last year with some stupid shit like that. You got dudes on here that have one kid or a daughter or something like that, and they start coming back to men trying to preach like all this other, morality and shit like that, and then come to find out they doing the most debaucherous shit ever anyway. And it's like, bro, you taking how you feel and putting that on all men, and you should know not to do that, not in a place where men are. Speak for yourself. If you felt that you've done a bunch of women wrong and your daughter's your karma, well, nigga, That's you. You know, because bras be running around with the take a look at yourself, and if you wouldn't date yourself, then you shouldn't. You should expect your daughter. Shut up, because boy moms don't get that type of hazing. You don't see women saying, "Oh, well, now you got to raise a son, so you should recant or repent on how you used to treat men." Women don't give a fuck. You know what boy moms go through? They go through enlightenment. Damn, he could leave the house today and not come back home. Damn, life is more rough for him. Damn, I do need to be a little bit more bolder with him around the edges. Right? That shit completely different for them. But for guys that used to be players or ladies men and shit like that, you supposed to feel some wave of guilt and shit like that because you've taken advantage of your dating pool. Let me tell you something. Take advantage of your damn dating pool. If Shorty want to meet up tonight, cool. Cancel with the other girl if you feel you need to do that. If you feel she gonna waste time and shit like that or whatever. I got a whole show coming out soon talking about women talk about some wasted time 2024, 2025. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna go into the whole game about manipulative time wasters and all that stuff. But I don't think I'm gonna release it here on YouTube. I might release it on my coffee store. So if y'all want to get that, yeah, definitely. Y'all hit the like button, y'all. Support the show. We already an hour in. All right. I would say hit the super chat, but YouTube took that on New Year's and my birthday. You did? I didn't even do nothing. You said I agree. Everybody's not gonna agree. Agreeing with shit died in the manosphere in 2022. Yeah, but a lot of these dudes ain't manospherians, man. They don't know. They've never been around for none of that stuff, and they're rewriting all of this goofy shit. So if you let everybody tell it, all the people that's left around in the manosphere, they're like Kevin Samuels to these, not Kevin Samuels, but you know what I'm saying? Like in their mind, how they're gonna explain how it went down. They're gonna make it seem like they all were Kevin Samuels. You did, you know. Ray said, like, why argue with another man about something he's planted his feet in? Concrete, he planted his feet in the concrete. They're over there and allowing another man to drain energy from you like these feet fails. Yeah, that's true. You know? Yeah, I mean, a lot of dudes got concrete shoes. You can't pull them up out of the water. They in a body of water and they got concrete shoes. Give me 1 second, y'all. But yeah, I mean, it's like and shout outs to him. War Master always reminds me of his name, Mark Twain. It's like what Mark Twain says. No amount of evidence will convince an idiot. No amount of evidence will convince an idiot. Unfortunately, y'all, in these YouTube spaces, we got a lot of idiots. But if you like and subscribe and you following Player Talk Radio, you're not an idiot. You know what's up. And hopefully you like, subscribe, and support the show. You did. You said, I know what I'm saying is bringing someone to the congregation in the forefront to confront them on their beliefs. Their beliefs first started in the manosphere, and everybody else has taken that ideology to correct folks. Yeah. Like, look at it now. All of these shows now, Cooking with Kaya, all of these shows and stuff like that, people are using a manosphere lens, to assess certain things or talk about certain things. And the funny part about all of this shit is that, cats in the manosphere was considered incels. Cats in the manosphere was considered losers and the scum of society and school shooters and all this other goofy shit that people could come up with. If people put the wrong jacket on the people in the damn manosphere, which is wrong. But guys like myself, we affected change. We got certain words and certain terminologies in the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? In the urban dictionary and stuff like that. These people can't, we've been just as influential as fucking ATL, you know? And people can't really go without our slang. And it's funny as hell that you're seeing all of these people talk about women in this manner, and they never did when they would crucify other people. Not even talk about women in this manner, because honestly, the manosphere don't even talk about women in a bad light. We just talk about other shit. But even so, look how much manosphere vernacular gets into the vocabulary of even the people in the Hotep spaces, Umar and Tariq Nasheed and all the mother cats. They doing, like, come on now. Even though I can't really throw Tariq in there because Tariq kind of started a lot of this stuff, these people are so new in the manosphere. You still got to explain to them a lot of the stuff and the theories and things that they talk about came from dating coaches. It's how green a lot of people are. And they want to move their weight around in the manosphere. That's why I was shaking my head at that Angry Man and Sharon thing. I'm like, nigga, why are you even arguing with this nigga? First of all, it's the same thing like with the Amazing Lucas and BGS and all these other cats around here. You mean to tell me I don't give a damn if you are fucking mainstream or big or just even YouTube big? You mean to tell me some random peasant from off the fucking street can come in here and all of a sudden can debate with somebody that's supposed to be the founding father or king of the manosphere? Just like that. He didn't got to go through a series of nobody or debate a couple of underlings and stuff like that and prove himself. He could just come in here and talk to you. And that's always been the problem with us, that we've been easily accessible. You know what I'm saying? Easily accessible. So that's the funny part about all of this shit. You got some idiot off the street with your vernacular in his mouth. Don't even know where half this stuff comes from, even online history. He could get to talk to you like you don't know what you talking about. I said, damn, if that ain't chickens coming home to roost, man. He shouldn't even be able to be here, much less talking to you. He a rookie. He still, a lot of the people in this space steal so much energy and sauce from the manosphere that the material that they steal, just even upon conversation, hasn't even worked its way into their fucking brain. But they want to sit up here and debate people and shit about shit they don't even understand or don't know. These niggas want to talk about body count, but when you say, yo, what do you know about imprinting? What is that? So women have won. Women have infiltrated the space. Women have gotten men back into a stupor. And the funny part, it wasn't no man against women type shit, but the funny part is that women won. Now we got to start talking about basic shit already. Again, we got to re-educate people on basic shit. Penis goes in vagina. Yay! Oh, weird ass niggas, man. Here's a star. Do you want a cookie? Shout outs to Ray. He said, thanks, Cuda, for not acting too stuck up to respond to us in the chat like some of these bastards. I'm going to hit the like just for that, little bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. It came to a point where Kevin he didn't even acknowledge y'all. I said, damn. Kevin didn't even, after a while, Kevin just said, man, I'm not even going to acknowledge the. That's why when people was like, yo, and I've said this before, Kevin blew up and all this other shit. That's why when people was like talking to content creators that make themselves too ready available sideways, I'm like, you do know we don't have to have a chat room, right? You do know there's an option for us to turn that shit off, you know? But it's very vital for men to have a place where we can commune, even if it's typing or not saying something out loud, you know, that you can express yourself or your grievances about certain things, or share and communicate, you know? That gets overlooked. Yeah. So I appreciate that, man. Ooh, my nose. My nose is itchy on top. You ever had? I need to get. Nigga need to put some lotion on his damn nose. Probably. You said I stopped going to all them niggas channels. Old niggas clicked up boys club. Yeah, they talk about the same thing. Funny part in these spaces is that you get older to a certain point that when you start talking about young women, you tend to realize that young women are not these 18-year-olds. Young women for like a lot of older cats are millennials, you know, and those women are already established in whatever BS they, you know, or good shit that they want to learn, you know. But you know, you got to find millennial women prepackaged, you know, and a lot of them are doubling back to try to be like Gen Zs. You'll find millennial women around Gen Zs and stuff. You go out to some of these dates, you know, or on some of these night outs and stuff. You said, yeah, Ray, that's changed a lot. I've seen it in some of the Manosphere channels that are left that we've all supported. We've all supported. They've turned their back on their day ones and main supporters, right? Yeah, they clicked up. You said, I don't talk ill of the dead, bro. People catch temporary curses on shit like that. Absolutely. They might be still transitioning and catch word and say, all right, you coming with me too. You said Fugazi is one of them doing the most stupidest shit this year. When I was on his head top, niggas here told me, yo, Cuda, you doing too much. The information's for everyone. And then they try to get fake mad at Fugazi. And I'm like, nah, don't get mad now. Niggas are getting mad because now their materials start to get taken. Don't get mad now. Don't get mad at Fugazi now, man. It's too late for that. MTR, I like MTR, but MTR been a guest. All of these dudes are guests. Fugazi's a guest. MTR's a guest. Some of you dudes that came in the Manosphere after 2020, y'all are still guests. I hate to say it. I mean, the nigga be like, man, I got 5 years in. No, you really don't. You really don't. You know, you really don't. And it's not to burst your bubble. It's not to seem mean or something like that. But you really don't have 5 years in. The shit that you was watching is all knockoff. You know. You said hardly initiated had. Yeah, I think I saw a little bit of that. You said I can't say nothing on that because he didn't respond to the chat like that. I don't trip off of that when you have 15 live K viewers. Yeah, you got to slow the chat down. And then sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, I got to make sure this thing is on live chat because sometimes y'all will say something and I won't even see it if it says top chat. So y'all make sure to see everything. Make sure your thing is on live chat. You said pull up Fugazi on hardly initiated. Okay, I gotta add an extra commentary because YouTube will say I'm reusing content when I'm sitting here critiquing. I'm adding background. I'm adding all types of commentary. Then they start demonetizing the channel and stuff like that because they say that I'm reusing content, which I'm not. All right. Somebody here, y'all hitting to support the show. Again, please hit the like button and support the show. I'll be here till the sun go down, y'all. Which one? Cause we did do Yada versus Fugazi. We already we did like 3 shows on, I think, on that one, or one big long show. Are you talking about him versus Yada? Because we did him versus Yada before. You know, and Yada is old news, man. Yada is old news. Yada knows how to pander and make money off of it, which I don't blame him, because he resurfaces every couple of years, and you know. And I ain't gonna lie, shout outs to Cameron and Elliot Wilson. Elliot was hating on Cam, so hold on. Are you talking about him versus Yada? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Yeah, Cam's best album is Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment. Absolutely. Yeah, we covered it. It's all good. Yeah, we covered it. Yeah, I got to figure out. I'll send you the replay. I'll send you replay coffee. Yeah, we covered it, man. Yada addresses the red pill community, man. Yada could never, man. Yeah, we covered that shit. Yeah, speaking of Fugazi, he was not answering, to be honest, niggas and managed for a police officer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Yada was throwing dumbbells at his bitches. I said, damn. You know. See, that's the same thing with Sharon. That's the same thing with the devil worshiping guy. That's the same thing with all of these guys. These guys will tell you how you need to be righteous towards women, and don't tell her lies, and do all of these things towards women. And you come to find out they cheating on a woman. They've whipped a woman's ass in the past. And it's like, bro, don't say shit to me, man. You sitting up here cheating on your woman, you whipping ass and shit like that. Don't say no shit to me. You can't even talk to a player. You up there beating ass and cheating and shit, boy. You might as well have been a pimp. Or whatever you think they do. Listening to no nigga like once I find out that you cheat on your girl, and this wasn't no fucking arrangement, and you understand what I'm playing? I'm not listening to you, bro. You wanted to be a player, and it didn't work out. Your girl picked up the phone and called your bluff. So no. Yeah, it was about them. It's like, bro, no, that's how you feel. You can teach a lot of men that may feel like how you feel and get them up out of that. But stop going around trying to debate people. Oh, you don't have a good arrangement with your wife. Nigga, you cheating on your wife. You know? And then the funny part is that when they go after certain people, because, see, it's shit like this how the game goes. Imagine you one of them dudes, right? That want to check everybody on women and the game and all this other stuff, and you're cheating on you will make a simp, which, if that's your lady, you have every single right to simp over your lady or your wife or whoever got a ring on your on her finger by you. But when you behave like that, it makes the game look bad and it makes simps look good. Because first of all, if you're gonna take that approach, then you're not even a real player, right? No matter how it happened, you make the simp seem right. Because that simp, no matter how player or unplayer you are, that simp still practices a level of loyalty to his woman that you didn't, with all that game. You understand what I'm saying? So in a case like that, where you got a guy that's a wannabe player trying to check another guy, and he cheating on his wife, he doing all of these different things, and and especially it's worse when they have a channel and shit like that, because it's like, damn, it's like, bro, you make the simp look good, and the simp actually wins this bout. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm not. I really don't want to listen to a Sharon or any of these other dudes that that wants to get on here. You're not about to check me about how I deal with no fucking woman, and you up there cheating on your lady, your wife. That's what women can look forward to. That's the privilege of being with you, getting cheated on. Okay, in today's day and age, shit. At least the niggas that had families and shit across the Pacific Ocean and other places and shit like that, at least they practice a little bit more decorum with their infidelity. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a sign of a man also. You know? What's going on, UFO Kamikaze? Yeah, y'all please hit the like button and support the show. Definitely hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. Well, the Super Chat's not there. Hopefully we'll bring it back. But definitely hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. You said, did you see the one I did called Panda Bears? No, man, bro. I need to catch up. I've been out of the loop, y'all. My bad. I went and got my TEFL, and I'm trying to get my other certs before the end of January. Give myself a birthday gift. So I kind of been out of the loop, y'all. I got to go to your channel and check that out, man. I know it's going to be good. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Kwafi's channel and check out everything he got going on. He got documentaries. He got everything, man. You won't be sorry. Trust me. I'm not going to send y'all to a dead channel. Kwafi always got some mental chewing gum. All right. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. It was about them. Okay, all right. You said Sharon will never debate a man by himself. If his channel by himself in I guess IRs in real life, right? You said if his channel is in real life without having hyenas on his channel speaking for him. Yeah. You said he wants to debate you. That's dead. That's dead. You said laugh out loud. Most of them are in shock value, especially the ones who never had a woman or a pussy but giving relationship advice. Yeah. You said I'm working on my version of Puffy too. Yeah, man. Man, y'all, prayers up for the people in Palisades, man, or Palisades. Somebody tried to say that that's Puffy getting rid of evidence, which is crazy. I said, bro, y'all niggas need Jesus, bro. Somebody said that's Puffy trying to get rid of the evidence. I said, oh man, don't do that to me, cause I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh at no shit like that. You dig? You said Palisades, bro. What? What's going on, New? Shout outs to the New World Order in the building, man. Shout outs to UFO Kamikaze in the place to be, man. What's going on? What's going on, player? Shout outs to everybody here, man. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Please support the show. We getting back into the swing of things. You know, hopefully I get my monetization back and YouTube stop playing around with my button to go live. I can't go live on YouTube unless I'm on YouTube. You know, using the YouTube app. You know, yeah. So it's called Palisades. Okay, all right. I kind of figured it was like that. Yeah, Palisades. You know, yeah. It sounds like a Latin word, Palisades. You said, my thing is, although I'm not taking up for Puffy's known actions, but 2 minutes, these stupid niggas are concerned with personal sexual preferences and booty. Yeah, like if you a man running around worried about if somebody's gay in 2025, bro, you probably are gay. You know, me, I'm on some because I go outside, so me, I'm on some. If somebody happens to be gay, I'm on some. Damn, that's crazy. Back to schedule programming though, that's wild. You know, because I can't speak for the next man. You know, is it a letdown? It is. But shit, I'm on some. I wouldn't be surprised if they was shit. I can only speak for myself. I'm not gay. You did. Nobody talking about this fucking Skip Bayless freak offs. You know how much freak offs happen? And everybody's talking about dudes in the 90s, like, oh, this dude he's trifling and oh, lock this person up. Man, nigga, everybody was getting loose in the 90s. The 90s was damn near like the new 70s. They were showing a video, I think, of Jagged Edge. And I don't know if they were doing Cupid, but they were doing another song that was fire. I forgot the name of it. And Diddy was right there sniffing coke. I'm like, and it's funny now because marijuana is legalized in a lot of places in the U.S. So guess what? Drugs that used to be you tweaking if you doing them or at the bottom of the totem pole. Guess what? Drugs just got bumped up to social again. You did what I'm saying? So it's like I know y'all niggas ain't saying nothing. Y'all niggas is these Gen Zs are doing galaxy gas and destroying themselves and shit. All of these shits are making a comeback. You know what I saw the other day? And I don't know if it's in LA or whatever. You know what's making a comeback where the people go to the club and they blow up the balloons and they do the balloons and stuff like that. I'm like, that's funny as hell because it's big out here. Because they were colonized by the French. So certain things, are resurfacing, but like galaxy gas and all that other shit and doing nitrous balloons and all that other, man, that shit old, man. Back in the day, you had dirt weed, dirt tree. That shit was on the East Coast. What they call that shit, headies, or some people call it KB, which is kind bud. You get you a little mid pack and shit like that. But now all of this shit is gas. All of this shit is gas. You can smoke and know you gonna get high. It's like, bro, all of it's gas now. It's like, god damn. You said it's a degenerate trait if a person walks into a room and instantly the person thinks of their sexuality, hints of their own suspect behaviors. That's another thing too. Yeah, thugs are gay. I'm telling y'all, you better watch them jailbird niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because where I'm from, cool. A lot of people done went to jail. We get it, but in reality, keep going into jail like that for the same thing means you failed. It means that you're not good at what you're trying to do. And in your city and your state got to keep telling you, like, bro, stop. You're not good at what you're trying to do. You keep getting caught and you keep going to jail. Them jailbird niggas, what do you think they doing to pass the time? You know? Yeah, man, Raven, you already know, man. You said, Raven, it is pathetic. You have niggas saying some of the most stupidest stuff and being so graphic with it about the things that they claim to not want. Right, bro. Like, why are you going into details? It's like, hey, you know? Yeah, yeah. Antoine Fisher Raven, R. Kelly's sister, you know. He said niggas saying pause after everything. Whose mind is in the gay gutter, not mine. No, well, the pause game, it's funny because it's funny how certain things just can be taken the wrong way. So it's kind of like insurance. It's like, yo, let me cover myself before niggas get the wrong impression and shit like that. Cause like sometimes you can say something and that shit be wild. It's like, damn, dog, that shit was wild. Hey, yo, pause. You know, my fault. You know. So it's like if you get it, you get it. You know, it's an East Coast thing. You know, so that's why a lot of people, you know, with Cameron, Damon Dash, and all them other people, you know, pause was like a big thing. But Harlem dudes started doing that first. You know, where Jay Green at? Jay Green will tell you Harlem dudes started doing that first. You did. But shout outs to everybody here. Please hit the Cash App, support the show if you guys are enjoying the convo. Now let me tell y'all about somebody else. Look how goofy the internet is. So and syrupy and gossipy a lot of these dudes are. So, you know, I'm seeing people like, oh my God, you know, Fresh is starting his own podcast, which I haven't seen yet. And oh, it's a good podcast, and Fresh is doing better, and Fresh is like dumping Myron. No, he's not. No, he's not. I don't know why people are so happy to try to see the demise of somebody. No, he's not. Fresh ain't dumping nobody. Like, a lot of y'all be trying to, and even if you were on the right side of shit, you still sound dumb. Myron has a separate podcast that he does by his own self. That's kind of like the lead attorney, Bruce Rivers, and whatever. But he has his own spin to it called Fed It. So Myron has his own podcast on the side compared to Fresh. So Myron does the show and he has his own podcast. Okay? So this whole Fresh is getting rid of Myron, man, come on, bro. He has his show, you have your show. Just because it's probably the newest shiny thing that y'all can Google over, cool. But like, come on, man. People are dumb, man. He said, this is why my channel will not talk about no sexual shit or people's personal preferences. We're talent/career humanitarian. Yeah. I feel that. I rock with that. You know? Absolutely rock with that. Yeah, but people like, oh man, Fresh, he about to get rid of Myron, and he about to, man, listen, man, stop. You know. All right, y'all hit the like button. Let's go in. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's get into this. How much time y'all gonna click on the video? Oh, he's gonna end this person's career. Like, boy.
Fresh Start. I just changed the channel. As you guys just see the whole new name, Fresh Start.
Honestly, I keep telling you this. If you stutter or don't know how to speak or have a speech impediment and stuff like that, or you're long-winded, the best thing to do is start a podcast. It's content. And it can help your speech.
all like sports dynasties. But unfortunately, they all come to the end. The Patriots are not what they were at the time Brady went to the Buccaneers. The 80s and 90s 49ers are no longer what they were back in the day, and neither are the 1990s Cowboys, and neither are the Los Angeles Lakers. Time definitely brings about a change, and things happen, and people move on. People break up. People get older, and they drift apart. And nobody has drifted apart. Fresh and Fit podcast. And I want to prove to you that Fresh is really going his own separate way. Fresh, if you didn't know, has changed his YouTube name from the Fresh Prince CEO to a new YouTube channel called A Fresh Start. And we're going to get into why he changed his name from Fresh Prince CEO to A Fresh Start. And there are a few different reasons why Fresh is now starting his own podcast without Myron Gaines. Reason number one, Walter, aka Fresh.
It's like y'all be wanting people to fail so bad. Fresh has his own podcast. They do Fresh and Fit together. Myron has his own podcast. They do Fresh and Fit together. Like I said, you gotta be careful listening to. You gotta be careful because O'Shea be playing both sides of the fence, man. And like I said, you gotta be careful listening to dudes that have this kind of, you know, women-like disposition when it comes to certain things. Man, O'Shea's invested in so many people's downfall, and it's funny because he gets jealous when people pass him. And it's like, I get it, but it's like, bro, like, have you ever stopped and looked at yourself and be like, bro, you are invested in so many people's downfall. Could that be that's probably why you kind of didn't get where you want to go? Oh, it's the end of this person's career. Oh, it's the this and this person's career. Oh, it's the blah, 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 this person's career. And it's like, why would you build your channel around that? Even though it's content and it sells and stuff like that. But I keep telling you, man, when you know that all you have is pet piranhas around you, don't be surprised when your finger get eaten up or something. You know what I'm saying? And shout outs to Regular Degular. He said, yeah, Mo. Regular, you from DC? Let me find out. Shout outs to Quaff. He said, are they really making money on Rumble? I don't know. I mean, they, Rumble is a really great site. I would have to ask War Master. You said too late, in my opinion, for Fresh to start speaking out separately for too long. He's went along in the foolishness that painted him painted them in a bad reputation. Their talking points didn't match. Okay. Well, I think this is the thing. I think you know what I'm saying. If Fresh and Myron are together, it's kind of like what I tell you, like certain women, you know what I'm saying? Like certain women hang around less attractive women to look like, more attractive women when you look at them in pairs. So what I'm saying is this. It's like if you have two antisocial guys and you put them together and stuff like that, the less antisocial guy is going to be a little bit more quiet, and the more somewhat outspoken guy is going to seem like he's more social when he really isn't. So that's what I've already said that happened with Fresh and Myron. Myron could be antisocial also, but compared to Fresh, he's more outspoken. So when it comes down to both of them, he's going to be the more outspoken guy. And just because you now start to be outspoken and speak your mind and stuff like that, don't mean you know what the hell to say, when to say it, and why to say it. So that's another thing too. So, giving y'all a lot of game. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. You say you from PG. I'm from PG also, man. Shout outs to you, man. Yes, sir, man. They don't know about Pretty Girl County, man. Yeah, you can't be no turkey running around PG not for a long time. You're gonna have to, you have to take your ass outside. You already know. So shout outs to my folks from PG. Yeah, I'm a Measy, bro. Yeah, salute Landover. Okay. What you know about Landover, boy? Shit, they don't know how we get down, bro. Before we even get to the internet, I want you to know you know. Come on, man. They don't know about Kentland. They don't know about Big 30. They don't know about, you know what I'm saying, up top. They don't know about down bottom, 1001. They don't know about, around Columbia Heights. They don't know about, downtown. Yeah, Seat Pleasant. Come on, man. The hood, man. They don't know about Eastover, Tacoma. We got Silver Springs, all in Moco. Man, come on, man. Bro, you can't be no turkey, bro. You can't be no turkey, man. Hell yeah, we got hella hoods, man. Shit, we even got hoods out in Waldorf right now, man. Get me hip. That's this shit. Yeah, shit. Virginia got hoods too. Glebe. Yeah, but I'm from the west side, man. I'm from the Ville, man. I'm from the other side. Which ain't no walk in the park neither. You said Myron and Fresh balance each other out. Both are opposite, unwatchable, and extremes on their own. Absolutely. Absolutely. You did? Yeah, regular. That wrench is on the house, man.
He is a dummy and doesn't contribute.
Fresh is not like a threat.
And the funny part is that Fresh ain't no dummy, and he probably contributes behind the scenes and stuff like that. So this shit, man, this shit gets old after a while. And then let me tell y'all something, because guys like and people in the manosphere should know better. I thought you were supposed to be helping out guys like Fresh and Fit. You know how much little weak ass nerdy dudes got fucking mad. And what's going on, Miss V? Hold on. Let me turn on live chat. Okay, I didn't know Miss V was in it. What's going on, Miss V? Shout out to Miss V in the place to be. Good to see you. Wow, good to see you. Yeah, Miss V, I sent, man, I had to upload that video twice. I sent it to YouTube. They wasn't taking my URL. I had a 5-minute one, but it was like 5 minutes and 1 second, so I guess they didn't take it. And I had a 4-minute one. I had to send that shit to them. What do you think about it? You think they're gonna give me back my damn monetization and stuff? Because they doing too much now, and I'm tired of seeing these people that don't know shit about YouTube jump on YouTube, talk about some YouTube in easy mode. No, the fuck is not. No, the hell is not. I might even see Miss V in here. Shout out to Miss V in the place to be. As always. You guys have heard me talk about Miss V so much time. So there you go. You get the opportunity. Head to her channel and subscribe. Yeah. Like, what am I doing wrong, Miss V? Like, I'm on the YouTube platform right now. I don't have a share screen option, but you see, I'm sitting up here. I'm not even playing the videos, not even reuse content. I'm sitting up here talking about a bunch of different things, adding commentary, playing by the rules, doing what they said we should do. It's crazy. All right. But yeah, like I was saying, Fresh and Myron do balance each other out.
Fresh is really a nobody, right? He's being carried and he's drooling as he's being carried. He's literally
what I'm trying to say, because the funny thing in Andrew Tate, those aren't manosphere guys. Those aren't manosphere guys. Those are not manosphere guys. Guys like Andrew Tate and Zerka used to get peeled off for their women easily by pickup artists. The pickup artists will peel their ass off for their women. These aren't manosphere, those aren't manosphere guys. These are the later on wave of red pill, mix it out with gym motivation and stuff like that. But those aren't, the gym guys and the red pill guys, they kind of can go hand in hand, but nah. But like I was saying, you know how much dudes get fucking mad at players by saying, bro, you're not that guy, you're not a player. Pipe down a little bit, relax. Oh man, you think man, well, the players are, the game ain't real and this, that, and the third and blah blah blah, and they get mad at players and stuff like that. But then they want to turn around and talk about Fresh. See, these niggas want to be the same guys that made fun of them, no matter where they come from. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't a player, cool, you ain't a player. If you ain't a player, you ain't a player. Hold on. I wonder if I could change. Let me know if my audio changed. Hold on, y'all. Let me know if my audio changed. Hold up. Okay, they're not letting me use my camera's audio. But anyway, you said I think you should take the visual down unless you are playing the video. What do you mean, Miss V? You got to send them some appeal. You got to send them some appeal. So they said that, yo, send me an appeal about how different your videos are from each other and where you're adding commentary. And that's what I did. Shout outs to Kwafi. He said, DJ Cuda, I'm going to promote you. I appreciate you doing the same for me in the beginning. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's another thing that we've lost touch with. People don't promote. They don't promote each other anymore. When word of mouth is a big thing. And it's funny, man. There's people that I promote. They don't even know me. They don't even know me anymore. You said a lot of young men need to hear Fresh and Fit. They need to hear some brutal honesty. They need to hear some brutal honest, especially about the nature of women. Yeah, but you know what? A lot of those dudes don't believe them. And then the crazy part too is that, a lot of those dudes are skeptics. It's like, bro, first get a woman first before you become a skeptic of anything. Like, try to at least get your willy wet first. Pause. Because a nigga be like, yo, women do this. And some gullible nigga, for real? And it's like, yeah, nigga, like, where have you been for the last 10 years? Under a rock? We had to learn about girls and stuff like that and driving to certain hoods and getting set up and all kinds of stuff. There's dudes I'll never get to speak again because they didn't listen to me. Them dudes are falling for basic women. And the funny part is that they should have enough game to understand certain things because them dudes are falling for basic women. You've had endless OnlyFans girls on your fucking show. Why are you falling for basic traps again? So it's just funny looking at a pack of nerds that can't even get what Fresh and Fit get, trying to tell them some player shit. And it's like, bro, weren't you mad at players talking crazy about you? You were in the manosphere running around mad as fuck, saying that niggas be mad at Ism. They were mad at Platinum. Even when I got a little cocky sometimes and I put a nigga in this place like real estate, nigga got mad at me and shit like that. And it's like, bro, you're not a player. It's okay. Niggas got offended by that, but now all of a sudden they got enough game to start telling. They got enough game to start telling Fresh and Fit what they need to be doing and how they don't got it. Like, It's the same thing that happened with Zero and all them other people that claimed that they weren't game guys. When they got around doomers and dudes like facing LMS and all these other dudes that didn't have no fucking game and shit like that, and was talking about unsubscribing from life and just talking about, you know, low level stuff. Guess what Zero and a whole bunch of other people that wanted to defect from Player Talk Radio start doing? Oh no, you just need to learn a little bit. Oh no, you know, you just need to, you know, you need to dress a certain way, and you I think you're trying to tell these people that they need some game. And this is why right now you don't see a successful nerd in the manosphere that used his way, that didn't need game, that didn't need a pointer or two, that didn't need none of that shit. You don't see none of them niggas at the helm or at the top or having any type of success with women, and they have a successful channel in the manosphere. Why don't you see it? You know? All the bitching, fighting, and kicking and bickering that they were doing back and forth back in those days when they were trying to convince y'all that game ain't real. Even the goofballs, like, you know, and some of them had some good content, but it's this, you're still a goofball. You had guys like and I'm not talking about him, but you had guys like MGTOW Dictionary and all these people that were running around. These people are glorified dirty Macs. Because that's what a lot of people want to do. They want to somewhat come off as black pill. So they're like, okay, if I'm not going to win with women and shit like that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to be a famous dirty Mac. I'm going to tell you, hey, he don't know what he's talking about women, but I do. Come over to my channel. That's literally what niggas was doing. You know? So it's like that's where I came up with the term that people are stealing nowadays called the anti-dating coach dating coach. You're just basically a dirty Mac. Hey, don't do it the way Alan Roger Curry said to do it. Do it my way, because this is where it's like, you know, it's like, man, shut up. Ain't nobody listening to that weak ass shit you trying to kick. And niggas didn't even kick it like that, for real. You know, niggas wasn't kicking it like that. You know? So I'm not trying to hear some person in a worse position than Fresh trying to advise Fresh on women and shit like that, you know? Because niggas was lying like shit like they wouldn't have hit that Chinese girl. Niggas was lying like shit like they wouldn't have hit it. Like, niggas ain't even around to hit no type of shit like that. You still got passport bros on life support out here, honestly. And that's fucked up because BMT been putting in work, but he be lying his ass off too. But you still got passport bros still trying to convince y'all to move abroad. And it's like, you niggas will never learn that a lot of y'all don't even get along with the type of women that you claim you want. You've been single and you've been in a delusion so long that the type of woman that you built up in your head that you want, you don't even get along with that bitch. You haven't even been cultivating a personality to get along with her. You haven't put that together. That's the crazy thing about the game. When you start getting hoes like that, I'm telling you, if you never really ran any type of play or something in your youth and got hoes like that and shit like that, nigga, by the time you start getting hoes, you're not even gonna be interested in them no more. People gonna be questioning you, and it's like, bro, I've been there and done that, bro. Like, bro, I got the t-shirt and the drawers, nigga. Nigga, I'm not sitting up there worried about hoes and shit like that. Nigga, nobody give a fuck about no fucking hoes. They come a dime a dozen. After a while, you're gonna want something real. And honestly, too, it'd be like no matter what they look like. I know a lot of guys that knock down baddies, and as soon as they choose to get into a relationship, it'd be some subpar looking woman, but she's cool, or she got money, or she you know, she you know, she tolerates or she listens and shit like that. I get it. And some of those dudes, they fuck up with those women also too. But I say the same thing that I say to them. I'm like, you know, the funny part is, because I know this as a player, I'm like, man, you know, the funny part is that it's like, bro, the funny part is that you will give certain women that didn't even deserve a chance with you, and even they will fuck it up. Even they will fuck it up. You know? and try to convince you of your reality, talking about some you can't get no bitches. No, bitch. You can't get no niggas. You lucky I even gave you a chance. I done hit things way, way better than you in reverse. And you know this. You just trying to make me feel like how you feel right now. It's like, yeah, that's exactly how they do it. You know? So shout out to my brother, man, Gorgeous Dre and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He talked about it. I done gave y'all the game so many times. Damn, I guess y'all not. I guess y'all not enjoying the show. We 2 hours in, man. Y'all hit the like button, support the show, y'all. What's going on, Ghostman King? Hit the like button, man. Y'all support the show. New said nobody needs to hear fresh and fit about so-called female nature. That's funny as hell, but there's a lot of truth behind that. That's funny as hell, and there's a lot of truth behind that. But I understand the audience they're talking to. You know what I'm saying? And I realize that the audience will listen to fake players before they'll listen to a real one about some shit. So there is a goofy as it is, there is a value, so to say, for that type of shit. You know? But Fresh and Fit is a very bad example, absolutely. You know? You said Fresh moved away from brutal honesty and went straight to Fresh and Fit moved away from brutal honesty and went straight to hating women to entertaining incels. Salute, Cuda. That's what happened. I mean, let me give y'all the game. Granted that you guys hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the coffee, and support the show, because there's really nobody out here really giving y'all no game like this. Let me give y'all the game. Two things happen in a lot of cases, and only people that knows what they're talking about and been through it can say what I'm about to say in as much detail as I'm about to say what I'm about to say. Okay? You go through, to a certain degree, two types of red pill rage. Okay? Some people, before they go down the rabbit hole, and shout outs to the sister that won back the rights to the Matrix, because they're turning it into some bullshit. You go down the rabbit hole and you become red pilled. Not even. There's two types of being red pilled. Sometimes you're just a regular guy and women are frustrating you. Life is frustrating you. All kinds of things are happening in your regular square life, in just your regular blue pilled life, that is frustrating you. So if you don't go down, if you don't, and some of those people choose to say, some of those people know about the red pill, and some of those people choose to say, well, those guys are losers, those guys are incels. That's not the answer. I can do it on my own. Still definitely blue pilled. Even though they know about the red pill, they haven't taken the red pill. Then they go through another phase where they're going through what's called blue pill rage, but it's a form of red pill rage, but it's not red pill rage, it's blue pill rage. So they rage out, and then something or somebody, they hear some type of speech or something, then it leads them to the red pill. Then what some of them start doing is they started regurgitating these talking points to women because they're amazed with it, and they think that when women hear it, that the women will be just as amazed as them or just as on board as them, when they don't understand that it's a journey that you have to go through by yourself. Women can be around, but guess what? You're going through this journey by yourself. So what happens is, it's called delayed red pill rage. They get what's called, Obsidian had it, and a lot of people had it. It's called delayed red pill rage. So what happens is that now you go through a different set of anger after you know a couple of things. You understand what I'm saying? See, before you went through red pill rage because you didn't know shit, and you were unaware of how much time you wasted. You were kind of unaware. You were in a state of delulu. You know what I'm saying? So you went to go look for a salulu, and Can't believe I'm saying that. But you were in a state of confusion. You was in a state of delulu while you were blue pilled. You were trying to fit a square in a circle slot. When you have the blue pill rage, you don't understand that it's a circle slot. You're just trying to fit a square into a slot. When you become red pilled, then you realize, damn, this is a circular slot. It never was a box slot. It never was, what I thought it was. It never was. And then after you've ate it up a little bit, pause. Now you're going through red pill rage because now you know. But this is the thing though, why a lot of these guys go through red pill rage is because you have to pull the trigger and do something. Whether you're blue pilled or not. A lot of people, that's why Sharon and all these other goofy dudes around here running around with our vernacular, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They were like, oh, you were blue pilled before you were red pilled. Not necessarily. And they were talking about some, oh, well, he's acting blue pilled, or oh, he's doing this. How can you act blue pilled? How? And they start to say it because from their understanding, they're not used to the information. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Being blue pilled is not worse than being red pilled. A lot of red pill people, we talk about being blue pilled being worse, but not all blue pillars are worse off than red pillars. As a matter of fact, red pill can fuck you up. The blue pill can, but that's to be expected. You understand what I'm saying? The red pill can fuck you up, but that doesn't mean the red pill is better than the blue pill. The blue pill people are human also. They get up, they work hard, they pay their bills, they're millionaires. They know the truth about a lot of different things. They deal with women. There's really no difference. It's about being awoke. And mind you, look how I explained to you a lifestyle in life. And I included women in it. I didn't make the whole thing about women. So a lot of these guys, like Fresh and Fit and all of these other guys, they have no choice but to have delayed red pill rage, because it's like a double lifetime. It's like, damn, I didn't know all of this stuff, and now that I know all of this stuff, now you have another stage of anger that comes. Who Fresh and Fit and them dudes are gonna be is after all of this bullshit that they go through. Okay, now I got the money, now I got the cars, and I still need to catch up with the women. But see, the thing is that the reason why you learn the game when you're young, and the reason why it's harder when you learn it when you're older, is because you're trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube. The thing is that you're supposed to learn this game at a time in your life as a man where the stakes aren't even that serious. That's how you get the most out of this game. So if it was Valentine's Day or Halloween, and one of these young girls played you out of your butter crunch or your butterscotch candy, or your now-a-laters or your nerds and stuff like that, I ain't gonna lie, at that age it hit a little bit different. It's like, okay, I see what these women are doing. I'm not gonna let nobody ever play me out of anything. And then you start to learn about money, and then you start to learn about assets. You start to, you get your apartment, you get you a car, and all these other different things and stuff like that. And you just learn not to get tricked out of certain things. Certain things you gotta learn when the stakes aren't that high. Because if somebody will play you when the stakes are low, now when you really start touching shit, now you really gotta really start soaking up this game and really learning and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Really learning how to not get played out of your rocks, butter crunch, your coins, or Valentine's Day cards, and all kinds of shit like that is really a good footwork to learning not how to get played out of your house. Learning the unfair advantage and stuff that certain people may have over you, and some of the things that they could take from you. Learning how to hide your assets into a business that you put together and stuff like that, man. Some dudes take that shit to the heart, man. Some dudes never got that memo. So that's why people are going in on older men and stuff like that. It's like, these are things that you're supposed to learn. And then even then, I mean, let's say you're a late bloomer and stuff like that. You ain't really start getting girls till your mid-20s and stuff like that. till you start developing and shit like that, and having a style and things like that. You're supposed to really, you know, you're really supposed to, you know, really sit back and be a student of the game. All up until your 40s and 50s and shit like that, you're supposed to be a student of the game. Even when you know it all, you're still supposed to be a student of the game. You know? So honestly, talking down about the red pill, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Talking down about the players and other people, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You know? You're shooting yourself in the foot. So that's why dudes that were nerdy ass dudes right now try to double back and try to hold the candle to fresh, man. If you don't shut that goofy ass shit up. Because the second part of the red pill rage is when you know stuff, you get it. You get another swift licking of red pill rage, because guess what? Now you know, and you still ain't putting shit into action. And you mad about that. Now you know what to do. You know all the little goofy talking points. You know all this shit. And it still haven't motivated you to put your left foot in front of your right, and then right foot, left foot, and start walking. Now that you know all of this shit, and you still haven't put it in motion, you know? And this is what I was talking about. I actually wanted to do a show on this last night, but I took a shower and studied my rubric so I can get my certification and took my ass to sleep. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That's why I need y'all to hit the like button, support the show, man. We about to go in on tonight. But I need to charge my laptop, because you know this camera, I don't know. I should have ran this for a camera today, because this camera, y'all really can't see shit now neither. But this camera is draining a lot of energy from it. But listen, I was about to say, I wanted to talk to you guys about the last stage. About like truly being red pill. It ain't even the last stage, but it's one of the last stages. Is forgiveness. Forgiveness. And I know the way I'm gonna say it's gonna sound crazy when I talk about forgiveness, but you got to learn how to forgive people. You got to learn how to forgive yourself, and you got to learn how to forgive women for their own nature. But if you don't know a woman's nature, you can't forgive her for shit. You got to forgive women for their nature, because a lot of women are naive to their nature. A lot of women do not know their nature. A lot of women do too. But honestly, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's them forgiving themselves. A lot of women know their nature and they'll never forgive themselves, because guess what? Then life will be fucking boring. You know, some women, they're so in tune with their emotions, and their emotions lead them to other things in life and shit like that, that they don't even give a damn about forgiving themselves. Because if they forgive themselves, then guess what they have to do? They got to start taking accountability. They got to start taking accountability for their emotions. Sometimes women's emotions be all over the place. It's a full-time job for her to forgive herself. She knows she could never do it. This is how a lot of dudes get women, because it's like a certain disposition and a certain thing that they have with women that makes them very attractive. Whether they tolerate women, whether they forgive women, to forgive a woman for her own nature, but know what you finna do and act accordingly, is a big feat. It really got nothing to do with women. It's about understanding nature. For you to understand crocodiles and shit, you got to make sure, you got to know that, hey bro, it's in this animal's nature to bite my fucking arm off. It's in this animal's nature to do stuff. So this is what I'm talking about when I say you got to forgive women for their own nature. And you can't get women to forgive themselves for their own nature. That's up to her. That's the type of woman she is. You got women walking around here that are red pilled than a motherfucker. They forgive themselves for their own nature. You got women that understand themselves. You got women that will never go to that journey, because guess what? What else is she gonna do? She's like, and then what? Some women, they trust their emotions to lead them into certain things or lead them out of certain things. So you can't really look at them, whether you watching a woman that forgive herself for her nature or not. Now, I know some people that don't understand what I'm talking about will be like, well, Cuda, what about men? Well, listen, let me tell you something. Men, by no choice, if you go outside, have no choice but to forgive themselves for their own nature. You know, men don't necessarily forgive themselves for their own nature, but men have an understanding with their nature. You understand what I'm saying? Men could figure out falling off ladders and shit and hitting their fingers with hammers and doing Jeff Hardy stunts and putting their body through strenuous stuff and things like that. Men they come to terms with their nature because men are presented with multiple opportunities that have nothing to do with women that will remind them of their mortality. So in a lot of cases, men grow up forgiving themselves of their own nature. Even an old man, he's like, okay, bro, I'm getting fucking old. You're not about to get this Allen Iverson trick from me. You about to get this well-placed hop step and this jumper because I need to preserve my fucking knees if I want to keep playing. Men are reminded with their mortality day in and day out. But with social media, women being protected, the delusional world that they live in, emotions and all kinds of shit, and things that they got going on in life, you can't blame a woman that hasn't forgave herself for their own nature. This is what happens when you actually really become red pilled, and actually not even red pill, black pill. So you guys are not red pilled, a lot of y'all, and that's okay. You know, it is what it is. You know, you got a lot of women. A lot of women are red pilled. Their lifestyle is red pilled. They might not actually be red pilled, even though you got to somewhat be red pilled to live the lifestyle. But you got a lot of them that understand their nature and haven't forgiven themselves for their own nature. You know, so it's not rocket science. You know, because being red pill is really your disposition towards life. But something as frivolous and as wishy-washy as the opposite sex, whether man or women, if you focusing on life, bro, that shit ain't nothing. You forgive whoever for their own nature, you know. And also too, to forgive anything for its own nature is to understand yourself and know yourself. Know your limits and stuff like that. Forgive yourself for your own nature. So this is what people are doing when they point at Fresh and all these people, and they're doing what's called projecting onto other people and stuff like that. They're trying to project, their shortcomings onto other people. Ms. V said, not what I meant. You said my answer requires a call. What do you mean, Ms. V? You said Jason Whitlock. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Jason Whitlock and dudes who lead with the wallet believe money alone puts them in the same league as Cam Newton. Yeah, that's the funny part. They still believe that money is gonna get them a desired result forever. No. You said Cuda passport bros on life support is wild. Yeah, man, they've been scopolamine. Them people fucking them people fucking lied to all of them people, made a lot of people get on a fucking airplane. Y'all saw me. I was traveling before that passport bro shit took off again. Now you got endless videos of people talking about some moving into Thailand. Remember, niggas was clowning me. Fuck out of here, man. People late and slow. You said, I'm not saying it's all about impressing women to pretend that they don't have preferences beyond money is pure delusion. That's funny as hell. Yeah. Funny as hell. You said their audience are goofy nerds who cry about who has done them wrong instead of finding their tribe. But I get it. They're looking for shows that make them feel better. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like when I saw Myron tell men to tell women that flake on them, like a girl come over your house at 1 a.m. and shit, and y'all drinking and you doing some Netflix and chill type shit, and then let's say y'all been doing a little bit of foreplay or whatever, and like that doesn't necessarily mean that the guy knows what he's doing to heat the pot up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I said, you got to know women and you got to know their nature. Like a man's sexual libido and how we get turned on and the stuff that we like to do is more like a light switch, whereas a woman's sexual arousal and libido and stuff like that works more like a pot of boiling water. You know what I'm saying? It's like a pot of boiling water. You have to build it up. You have to bring the water to a boil. You have to make sure that the stove is hot type shit and all kinds of other stuff. So y'all hit the like button and support the show. You can support the show via $PTV 888. That's $PTV 888. That's $PTV 888. You can also hit the pin comment that will help you support the show quicker. But this is what I'm saying. He was talking about how women will give you last minute resistance. They didn't even know what they were talking about because they didn't even use the term last minute resistance. A guy like me that knows what I'm talking about, I will use the actual terminology for it, and I will tell you how to handle it. But it's best that he said to tell the girl, well, oh, you knew what you were coming over here for, and I'm a man and I got needs and all that. Like, niggas sitting up there explaining this is how you could tell somebody's a rookie and just start getting around this information. You don't need to explain your manhood to no woman, because women damn sure ain't gonna explain her womanhood to you. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, I'm a man and I got needs and you knew you were gonna come over here and all this other stuff. Yeah, y'all niggas can't really listen to game where a man is telling you like, yo, that's called last minute resistance, and then we got to explain to you about state breaks and takeaways and mood changing and frame and all this other goofy shit that you could probably use to get your desired result through last minute resistance and shit like that. Hell no. Nah. So it's just best that you say that goofy shit and tell that woman to go on about her day, because the Me Too movement is a real thing. And buyer's remorse is a real thing. And first of all, we don't know, because how y'all be explaining some of the situations y'all go through with us, sometimes you already failed before we even give you the game to get your desired result. Sometimes the reason why the girl gave you last minute resistance is because you didn't know how to do foreplay. She wasn't turned on before you tried to escalate and take it to something more serious. She thought she was just hanging around and giggling and having fun with you and shit like that, instead of it getting serious. You don't know, some of y'all don't know how to turn a woman on in that way. So trying to explain to you guys where you went wrong, and you're thinking past the foreplay, you're like, okay, now she playing with me. And it's like, no, bro, you didn't heat up the oven till it got to a boil. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do a couple of takeaways. You didn't arouse her and then go back to doing something regular, and then coming back over there and arousing her a little bit more and then going back and doing something regular. You don't know about any of that stuff. You're still new around women. There's been times where I've almost gotten to the finish line and I was like, you know what? And sometimes it's me. Man, there's been times I rizzed up a baddie and my ass fell asleep. My ass fell asleep. You ever fell asleep with your hand under a girl's shirt and you just like, man, fuck it, I'm just going to sleep. Fuck sex, I don't like, like after a while when your cup overrunneth and shit like that, you're not worried about certain things that these dudes are worried about. So some of these dudes will make a mistake because they're anxious. So you got to learn to be good with women and shit like that before niggas can really start giving y'all real game and shit. So it's best that you listen to Fresh and try to explain your little manhood to that woman and bid her a fair night and try to call whoever you gonna call over or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit, she probably going to her ex house after she leave you anyway. But a bunch of geeks to sit up there and call them nerds and shit like that, like they players, it's like, bro, you an idiot. Because you could, and that kind of tells you why a lot of dudes are in this space, because you could have took that precious time to actually learn from their mistakes. Because a lot of y'all are en route, to the same mistakes that Fresh and Fit made with certain women and stuff like that. Because I look at the type of women that I keep telling y'all keep going after these little tattooed knuckle bitches and all these other weird chicks and stuff like that. I keep trying to explain to y'all that the reason why y'all got a hankering or a fucking taste for the hoes and chippies or whatever the hell, the reason why y'all got this taste for them, because the fucked up part and the irony about life is that hoes have probably been the nicest women you've ever dealt with. For real. That's what a lot of people don't want to talk about. You have a lot of women that are good, decent women, and they cool as hell and shit like that. But some of the women that's talked to you the nicest and been courteous to you and stuff like that have been hoes. And the irony of it is that nobody talks about how hoes are pleasant. I know a lot of hoes that are pleasant. I know a lot of hoes that ain't gonna curse you out and be loud and be twerking and shit like that. Sometimes some of the nicest women I've ever met were hoes. So some of the nicest women that a lot of that's ever spoken to these guys or done things for certain dudes and stuff like that have been women of the night. Y'all even messing it up for the tricks. They ain't no real gentleman of leisure here. Tricking ain't always necessarily a bad thing, but like how I hear you, how y'all approach the tricking, y'all even mess it up for the tricks. You said they're nothing to do with bitches. You said if shit happened to you and you don't like it and decided to make a change, what rabbit hole? Every time red pill is mentioned, bitches come, shit get corny. That's fucking true. New ain't lying. Yeah, blue pill rage. Bro, I need you up here so we can do that show, man. Shout outs to New. Y'all hit the like button, hit the Cash App, support the show, y'all. Hit the like button, hit the Cash App, support the show, y'all. You said, let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. Absolutely. So I don't understand why these nerds are treating Fresh and Fit like they did something wrong. But then again, they're preaching to them. So, you said prom traumatic stress disorder. That's what it is. You said, but when you add SBE to nerd, you become a serious victim, then turn dangerous incel with a revenge mindset. Yeah. I can't disagree with that. You said no one is completely red or black. In fact, I'm still living a blue pill dream, being an electrician. It's just certain parts of your life. Absolutely. Honestly, the majority of people that turn red pill is trying to get some blue pill shit to work. And then a lot of people that do that consciously, we call them purple pill. Yeah, still don't know anything, just regurgitating. Absolutely. Right, New. Kwafi said DJ Cuda, butterscotch and crunch and munch. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If you were a fat kid back in the day and one of them little broads finessed you out your moon pie, oh, nigga, it's war. Some niggas turned into real men outside of the ice cream truck. You got finessed out your moon pie and she done left and ran off with another nigga and he up there eating your... See, it's a little different now. Kids will see the nigga eating the shit he gave her on Instagram. What's going on, Rainwater? That should have turned a man into a beast. Okay. From that day on, you vow not to let anybody in this universe. Did she finesse you out your moon pie? Okay. From that day on, you allow anybody in this universe not to fuck you over like that. Let's do a how not to get played out of your box of Valentine's Day candy, right? And how to choose a Valentine's Day date, what not to do on the date, leading with your pocket. Some dudes are naive at 40, right? And let me tell you something. If you a guy that likes to lead with your pocket, one of the worst things you could, if you a guy, right, that knows what he's talking about, one of the worst things you could ever do is take money directly out of your hand and place it in a woman's hand. You are an idiot if you do that and wonder why she's not going to play you for your shit. If you a guy and you want to make some blue pill shit work, always have shit that you have that you've already paid for to bring to her. Mind you, if you go see a woman and let's say or you ask a woman to hang out with you, you already have money set aside that you were going to spend for the night anyway. So you're not really, I wouldn't say you're not really tricking, but it's like, okay, she said she's going to come hang out with me. Cool. As somebody that's facilitating the festivities of tonight, I got it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if she being disrespectful, then you could probably, hey, but you're like, okay, I'm ordering a round of this. Here's one for you. So you're not putting money directly into her hand. You're giving her the item. Hey, we got some Long Island iced teas right here. Here's yours. If she doesn't want a Long Island iced tea, well, guess what? 2 Long Island iced teas for you. Or if she says, hey, I'd rather the blue motorcycle or something like that, then trade that shit in for the equivalent. But don't directly put money in her hands. You know? You need to have if you have a problem with tricking, you need to have a aura that, okay, when you hang out with me, you know, I cover certain things or you get certain things. If you cool type shit, you know, not on some, oh, you can just hang out with me and get shit for free. No, it's like, you know, you can be courteous, you know, but to see these guys defeated talking about, so I'm just gonna jump straight to the trick, and oh man, you got other problems other than women. You did. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. I guess y'all not enjoying the show. That's crazy. You can truly, you can't truly forgive because you never forget. So that's out. Watch when I go live again. Well, I mean, that's where that whole thing of you can either understand women or love them, but you can't do both. Because if you loved women, you can either love women or understand them, but you can't do both. Because if you loved women, God damn it, you can either understand women or love them, but you can't do both. Because if you truly understood women, you would know not to love them. And if you love them, then that means you truly don't understand them, you know? But like I said, I give you the game. I give you an alternative. Just forgive them for their nature. You know, that's really what it is. Because even a saying like that will breed negativity around you. Forgiving them for their nature is black pill. Forgiving them for their nature is it is so. You know, women that forgive themselves and other women for their nature go down a certain level of thinking where it's like, well, it is so. It is what it is. They can do what the hell they want to do. I know what the hell I'm finna do. You know, that's an attractive trait. You know, you said forgive, but if it's truly tragic, do not backtrack to forgive. Doesn't mean go back. Just move on. You said, did you hear about the private jet crew in Florida that tracked and filmed a orb near their jet for 45 minutes? They couldn't explain. We need more credible witnesses. Yeah, I was talking to a friend about that not too long ago about like UFOs and stuff like that. We'll talk about Dragon Ball Z. What's going on? Shout outs to AT in the building. What's going on, player? Good to see you, man. How you doing, man? Shout outs to you, man. Shout outs to everybody here. We've been live for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Please hit the like button and support the show. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Super Chat. You know, YouTube is holding us back. I'm doing whatever I can when it comes down to being here, giving you guys content, putting in that work and live streaming. So definitely, if you guys can please do me a huge favor and hit the Cash App and support the channel. I got bigger and better things coming for you guys. Don't trip. Trust and believe. You know, I definitely need your support going through these harsh times, y'all. Try to figure it out with YouTube, y'all. All right. And T said, damn, DJ Cuda, that one hits so close to home for many motherfuckers. Man, you already know, Aunt T. You know, you already know. Look how much people that come over to our channels, right? Guys like myself and stuff like that. Heard all of this fucked up shit. Heard all of this goofy shit, right? Then they sit down and listen to us for a while and be like, damn, this person know what the hell he's talking about. Damn, he didn't crash out. Damn, yeah, he a little crazy, but he know what the fuck he talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I be telling people, man, don't get too fond of me. You gonna end up liking. You gonna fuck around and end up liking the nigga. Pause. Because I'm gonna say something that's gonna give you some mental chewing gum, and it's gonna get people to think. You know. So it's good that, you know, some of the stuff that I say hits home for certain dudes, because a lot of times people plaster themselves with bullshit at their own accord. You know. You know, and I've seen Auntie do the same thing. You know, shout out to my brother Auntie in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Auntie. Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you for the birthday wishes, man. I appreciate it. I gotta go back and check all of that stuff out. Thank you, everybody that wished me a happy birthday and stuff. I gotta go back and check all of that stuff out, man. Thank you. Shout outs to everybody here. If you guys can hit the like button on the way in and support the show via Cash App or PayPal, we Gucci. Okay. News said cause know what cause they know what they are. They have nothing to sell. Right. You know. You said, I honestly believe there's dudes knowingly wearing clothes a chick got for him with another man's money. Absolutely. What's going on, Larry? Absolutely. I told you guys, bro, let your ex-girlfriend or your girlfriends or women at Target or at Macy's and stuff like that, to a certain degree, before you find your own style. There's nothing wrong with letting women dress you, because if one woman likes likes what you got on, there's chances are other women will like what you got on. You know, and it's not just women, man. We're not as different as we like to think we are. Like, dudes would be like, man, I'm unique. I got, you know, and cool if you feel that way, but you're not as unique as you think you are, and that's okay. You're unique like everybody else. That's okay. It's okay to let a woman dress you for a little bit until you find your swag a little bit, you know, and it don't got to be your mama. It don't got to be, you know what I'm saying? It's when dudes start feeling offended by their own manhood that they don't even have a full grasp on. That's when shit get funny. What's going on, Chris G? You know, you get that shit a little bit later. But see, that's the thing though, New. Me and you can say that, but there's guys that, yeah, you're not gonna listen to a man. Let that broad that you gonna listen to dress you. I don't give a fuck. Listen, to a certain degree, I can hold your hand, but no, I'm not your friend. I can't hold your hand. No, I'm not gonna do that. You know, if a woman has to dress you a little bit before you find your style, hey, so be it. Go look at Future. And how Future was dressing and what he was doing when he first got with Sierra. Y'all talk crazy now about Russell Wilson and Sierra, but y'all remember when Sierra first got with Russell Wilson, she was dressing him. And the funny part is that, and I'm gonna tell you some real shit too. I mean, yes, be careful if a woman dresses you, because guess what? She might dress you to look like her ex. You know, she might try to make you, you know, she might try to dress you up like how one of her exes dressed. You know, the irony of it too. I'm gonna actually even give y'all some more game, and only true players actually know this. The irony of it is, a lot of times women get their style of dress from men. I know a lot of y'all don't believe that, but women get how they dress. They get their style of dress from men. Women, honestly, been stealing from men for the longest time. That's why when you're a man and you know how to dress, that's why they're so attracted to you. That's why the term is called peacocking. Because if you look at the female peacocks versus the male peacocks, they look completely different bird. I hate to say this, ladies, but it's the truth. Men used to have so much discrepancies with heightism. After a while, men stopped wearing heels and stuff like that because there was no tactical advantage really for it when it comes to fighting and just the stuff that we do, playing basketball. Like, nigga, who wants to play basketball with heels on and shit? Women started culture appropriating heels. This is where women start wearing high heels. Women start wearing high heels. Even when men know how to dress really well, sometimes they add in a touch of something that may be considered flamboyant, but it's not flamboyant, you know? You know, it's two different types of men. It's how good you are at reading certain things. Back in the day when men used to wear cheetah fur, that meant his ass killed the cheetah. And he turned it into or got it turned into a garment. You know? So some of y'all, it's before y'all run off and start worrying about women and shit, some of y'all got to do your history. Because some of y'all don't feel the same type of way about yourself as a man. That's one of my biggest problems for the years and years and years and years I've been saving men and been giving y'all this game. You have to teach men how to feel better about themselves because they don't believe it. Men have to have a separate patriotism for just being a man first, other than, you know, it's easier to train a man to be a soldier than it is for him to believe in himself and go get women. I know it's the craziest shit you've ever heard, but it's the truth. It's easier to train a man to pick up a rifle and learn close quarters combat and go shoot somebody and go do all kinds of stupid shit than it is to instill him with confidence to go talk to women. So you really don't know the type of BS guys like myself and people that actually sit down and you know, or and you know, be a real dude or a friend or a companion and stuff like that. When you going through shit and you got shit going on in your life as a man, ain't nobody around. But guess what? I provide a place where you guys could come. I provide a place where you guys could talk, express yourself. Hey, yo, this happened to me. What should I do? I can't even. Some of y'all can't even talk to y'all real friends in real life. And the further you get older as a man, you're not gonna have any. So definitely hit the like button, subscribe and support, guys. It's really giving y'all some real good information. I wish, shit, I kind of did, but I didn't, because the internet was different back then. I wish I had somebody like myself to actually fucking listen to and be able to talk to in real time, or go up on a panel and say, hey, bro, look, this happened. I wish I had that. I had to call into certain places. I didn't call in like that, but I had to call into certain places, which I rarely ever did. I just called in to chop it up, you know. You know, or maybe ask a question or two. Maybe I probably asked a question or two. But I wish I had these type of resources. The only reason why I stuck to what I've been doing was because I used to hear other guys say, "Yo, I wish I had this when I was young. Keep doing your thing." And I'm like, okay, well, you have a lot of older men saying this in these spaces. So guess what? I will, you know, because I know what I know and I do what I do. I would have that, you know, door open for a lot of men that do need the help. But this shit done got way out of hand. This shit done got stupid. Me nor the people in this space know what the hell y'all niggas are talking about. I know what I'm talking about. But hey, hit the like button, please, and support the show via Cash App. That's $PTV 888. That's $PTV 888. So this, and O'Shea and all these other cats know better. This place went from a place of helping men to shitting on them because you feel they're not a player or they don't have the same resources when you yourself is not a player. You know, how the hell is Fresh supposed to handle something? What is he supposed to do? He's supposed to be the player Mac Daddy. He's supposed to encourage you to try to do the same. You know, like, you got people that don't even take action on anything they got going on in their lives, mad at somebody for not taking action. This is the weird politics that dudes in this space get themselves wrapped up into. When you say AWOL, you say all men are like that too. Okay. UFO said exactly. You said my ex did that shit with the dude after me. Yeah, I had an ex that dressed a dude up like me after, you know, or went and got the Temu version of me. And I was like, damn. Nigga, I saw a picture on Facebook. I thought it was me. I said, damn, hold up. When I took this? Oh, that's somebody else. Interesting. 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 Wanted me so bad, went and copped the bootleg. He said I posted a pic of me in the military cargo shorts and a black shirt. And she had that fool wearing the same shit a week later. Shit was hilarious. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. News said I was born this way, no cap. Same with me. I was born a natural. Some shit. I had the same story as a lot of natural. Some shit I thought was supposed to happen didn't happen. So I went looking for a solution. Let's get it.
Pulling into the finish line, being dragged. And it's ridiculous because he takes 50%. That should be illegal for like Myron staying after hours, after the after hours, 10 hours to set up a show, and he's always working around the clock, and no one says shit. The Fresh is just paying strippers and doing nothing, and his networking is, hey.
And Zerka is a funny dude. Like I said, guys like Zerka, Andrew Tate, and all those other dudes, when the pickup artists were at their height, it was dudes like this that were super worried because they get their girl peeled off of them. It don't matter how much muscles you got and money you got. Pickup artists was just taking hoes left and right, and you couldn't do nothing about it. What's going on, Kite? You said, yo, Cuda, what the slime is, twin, man? Ain't shit, man. Maintaining, man. Making sure I still put in this work. Almost 3 hours into the madness. Again, y'all hit the like button, support the show. Let's get at least our first supporter, y'all. Okay. 3 hours into the madness. All right. So Zerka is not really the guy to listen to when it comes down. These dudes can't even keep women neither. So
I have a clout from Myron.
I don't care who you are or what you are. If you honestly feel that you're a part of a duo and people devalue you and they believe that one person does all the work and you don't do any of the work, it's going to bother you. I mean, look at Eric Bieniemy, the former off.
yeah, but see, I'm pretty sure Fresh does more stuff behind the scenes that y'all don't get to see. Why should that bother you? Wait, he got to get it on camera for it to be legit? Like, are we still like, see, all of this shit is high school politics.
Offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, he felt the same way. You know, everybody thinks that Andy Reid is the one doing it.
D, what's going on, man? Always good to see you, man. I wish I could give you guys, like the intros and play all of that stuff, but guess what? We demonetized, man. And I can't go live off I can't do my radio show like I want to because they won't let me go live using tools, using my tools. So y'all please do me a huge favor, support the show, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Thank you everybody for supporting Player Talk Radio. Y'all do me a huge favor by supporting the show. Okay. You said, guess what? Guess what? I'm saving for Thailand this summer. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Where you about to go? Where you about to go? Don't bring your heart out here. You said maybe she thought she was trolling me by dressing him like me. Yeah. I mean, and then that's a telltale sign you can get your girl back. That's a telltale sign.
The ball. I need to go and prove myself somewhere else since I can't get a head coaching job. Well, we know how that worked out for Eric Bieniemy, right? One and done in the Washington Commanders, and then the next year, one and done as the offensive coordinator in UCLA. He did a terrible job both years. And his time, well, basically for being a head coaching candidate is done. But Fresh is also tired of that. I think that a part of Fresh wants to prove that he can achieve a lot without Myron. Reason number 2, demonetization. While Myron is the one with the business acumen and the discipline, Myron also is the hothead, and he has different interests than Fresh, and that interest is running his mouth about things he can't change and participating in a great deal of hate speech. We already know that Myron is the reason why Fresh and Fit got demonetized, which hurt Fresh's income. But now Myron's behavior has gotten them demonetized on all their platforms. On X, for example. Let's look at this. On December 31st, the AF Post said, Myron Gaines and Fresh and Fit have had their verification badges removed along with monetization after criticizing mustances on H-1B visas. Now, if you go to the Myron's page, he has a big following, but there is no badge. If you go to the Fresh and Fit podcast, there is no verification badge. But shout out to Brother LTTV. He pointed out something that was interesting.
That's another gossipy guy. This is the thing. It's like Myron, that will, they will get the channel, their channel like demonetized and all kinds of different stuff. But you will have like straight up dudes that are racist as hell. They're still monetized, But that's what a lot of people, especially people that's not from America, don't understand, that it's about putting foreigners, in their place. It's about putting foreigners in their place. Hey, yeah, you cool and all, but you watch out now. So Myron getting demonetized, and getting his check taken. Because you never know. I mean, Fresh might believe the same shit, but he just didn't say it out loud. So he not tripping. But you got people that's like, oh well, Fresh is doing his own thing. Well, Myron got 2 channels anyway. He got Fed It and he got Fresh and Fit. So why can't Fresh do his own thing and it not be, oh, he's doing it because Myron is doing his own thing? No, you just start a side podcast and whatever that generates, it generates. And shit, half of you dudes will probably gravitate to Fresh a little bit more because some of y'all have a speech impediment. Some of y'all don't talk that much, So it could be a win-win. Some of y'all have problems with articulating yourself and stuff like that. So what's the problem? But to make fun of somebody when you're suffering from the same thing too is diabolical. You said, but if you can lose your girl so easy, is she really loyal to you? So dudes ain't even thinking like that, Kite. They're not thinking about none of that shit. You said at some point you got to blame the girl, gang. No, not really. If that's not your girl, honestly, the real thing is that if that's not really your girl and ain't no rings on y'all fingers, anybody's up for grabs. That's what that really is that you're putting a lot of things past people. You're being naive. Don't put nothing past nobody, bro. I don't put nothing past nobody. Your wife could wake up and put a hot one in the back of your head. You never know. Don't put nothing past anybody. It don't matter how much you invested in her, man. Don't no bitch give a damn about how much you invested in her. That's probably why she leaving your ass. What I'm saying is that you got to know what you're doing and who you're dealing with. You can invest in a woman and that will turn her ass into a tyrant. Vice versa, she can invest in you and you start feeling you can pull better women. Like that's a human discrepancy, bro. Treating somebody right can turn them into a tyrant. Yeah. Treating somebody right can turn them into a tyrant. Some people would be thankful that you gave them the game and treated them right, but some people will resent you because they haven't thought of it on their own. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes with women, you gotta give her kudos for doing regular shit. Damn, you know what? I feel like eating something that's spaghetti, but that's not spaghetti, but it got pepperoni on it. And then, oh, let's go get some pizza. Man, you smart. Wow, you a bright bitch. We're gonna go get some pizza. Why haven't I thought about that? See, that's why I keep you around. You just start describing shit and then let her fill in the gaps. Your relationship with her will last a little bit longer than, man, I'm about to go get some pizza because you don't know how to cook. You know what? I'm gonna eat some pizza. UFO said, I think after 15 years of marriage, I'd already proven everything I need to prove. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They want you to redate them. They want you to start it all over, rekindle it, light the fire that got her in front of you in the first place. He said, question is, what kind of simp wants to follow up behind that? The question is, she jumping into the dating game so quickly, she trying to turn her ex into her next. She left love to go look for love. UFO said, kept all my assets, my divorce, including jewelry, purchased over 15 years. Yeah. You got a queen back on these streets, man.
Interesting. If you go to Walter Weeks, you see the check mark, which means not only is he a verified account, he is also monetized on X. And this means that he can continue to make money on X while Myron and his content cannot. And the reason for that is Elon Musk looks at Fresh and Fit as different entities. Now, remember on YouTube, Fresh and Fit got demonetized all around. So Fresh's YouTube channel got demonetized, Myron's channel got demonetized, and everything they had together got demonetized.
Now, this is the thing, though. I know a lot of people don't like Fresh and Fit, but other than Myron saying some crazy shit, they go within YouTube guidelines. They're within YouTube guidelines. There's no nip slip. They were the most paid. I mean, to a certain degree, other than the people's personality. What's the difference between Fresh and Fit and whatever podcast? What's the difference? And I don't want to bring race into it, but it's like, okay, so you mean to tell me that the white man can copy your format, keep his monetization, and support, but the colored man that's doing the same thing that originated it, they're getting all the problems. Okay, I guess.
Which means that Walter doesn't have any opportunity, as long as he is dealing with Fresh, to do anything financially on YouTube. And let me just say like this, he's not going to go and get a job again. He's not going to go back into the private sector. This is his life, and he has to make it work. And the only opportunity that he has to make it work is to start a brand that is different from Myron. Number 3, Myron wanted to branch off and do other podcasts without Fresh first. So Myron is the one that basically threw the first stone. Now, Myron decided that he would go in with a few other people and do a podcast because he had different interests outside of talking about women. I don't know why he felt that people wanted to hear on geopolitics and immigration issues.
The same way that the majority of a lot of these red pill guys think that other people are gonna flow with their politics, and people get mad. Like when MOT was somewhat talking about being productive in whatever he talks about these days in trucks and stuff like that, everybody liked him. But then the moment he started talking about politics and stuff like that, or trying to tell dudes what to do with women and shit like that, that's when people didn't like him. Because you got a lot of people that will say, hey, I vibe with this, but I don't vibe with that. And dudes will get mad because they think that you need to live your life the way that they live their life, or understand what they understand and stuff like that. I was okay with people telling me, yo, Cuda, I take all your tech advice. You're very knowledgeable. You know what you're talking about. You're ahead of the curve. I take all your tech information. But when you start talking about women and shit like that, I kind of tune out. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, at least you found something that you can benefit from. Because I'm not telling you, and that's another thing, because people think that I'm sitting up there telling people to live their life like me. Hell no, I'm just showing you a way. You can do whatever the hell you want, but what you can't do is say nobody didn't give you the game. I'm like, hey, look, this is a path here that already been trailblazed. Focus on that. You're probably better off focusing on that anyway, but it is what it is.
But he thought that he would, and he decided to get together with a few guys. These guys were going to be Nick Fuentes, Myron, and Sneeko.
Flying, I think we're building a new. Mm-hmm. I think we're building a new alternate connection. I was talking about this with. I said I have nothing to say, but I mean, this is a good note to end on. Is like, working on this project with Fuentes, Sneeko, and Myron. Now we're working on this together, and we're talking about studios and PD and everyone. As I said, we're kind of going in a direction where we all have money. Mm-hmm. We're all pretty much set, and we're all in a good position. Yeah. So we're not really needing to work together to gain money. Yeah. Of course, we can all get, if we gain more money, great.
But we don't need it. That's why we can say it would be controversial.
No one needs it at this point. Mm-hmm. No one needs to make any money.
Elijah was going to host the podcast. He put all this time and effort into it. He invested thousands of dollars of his own money out of pocket, set up the studio. I mean, this was going to be big for him. This is for Elijah to host. It'd be a big deal for him because it's going to be a big show. It's like And Sneeko pulls out at the last second and totally crushes the whole thing.
But unfortunately, this podcast didn't pan out as it crumbled before it even.
Well, the thing is, the reason why Myron was going to do a podcast with all of those people who are damn near banned, by the way, is because he wanted to seem more likable to a lot of the people that was talking crazy or going in on him on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like Elon Musk is not even a fan of Myron, because you know, he took his check mark and stuff. You know, he took Myron's check mark. So, you know, I guess you can't say anything. You can't say everything you want on his platform. Probably not. You did. All right. You said, well, I did let her keep the SUV I got her, so she had something to pack her shit and leave with. Me and my attorney retained beforehand. I thought it was best. Thank you, Degenerate. Thank you for the birthday wishes, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I wish the show would get some support. We're like 3 hours in, man. I want to do a second show, but this is kind of... Y'all hit the like button, support the show. I want to do a second show because we got a lot of stuff to go talk about, and we're gonna do the second half of Cameron versus Jim Jones. You know, so if you guys want to see that, damn, you know, let's get the support going, y'all. It's player talk. Let's get it.
Even started. So that podcast was over, and that opportunity was over. Number 4, Fresh doesn't want to talk about geopolitical things because, number 1, he has no real interest, and it also can get him demonetized.
But you don't like the controversial content that much, huh? Cost money is the problem.
There's no point to it.
Cost money. I mean, it's...
Listen, I'm all...
There is no point to it.
For the truth, but like, reality speaking, once it gets shut down, no one cares.
Yeah, I know it's tough because like
they're gonna shut you down at some point.
Stuff gets banned and stuff, so it's
put you in a
tough.
corner.
It's like what I enjoy speaking about. It's hard to get sponsors. Stuff starts getting pulled. And like I said, I like to talk to all kinds of extremist content, not like, but people don't like that.
The problem is, bro, is that like sponsors don't want it, companies don't want it, platforms don't want it. So at some point, you're gonna be in a corner by yourself.
Fresh would rather talk about things that he's comfortable with, like girls, picking up chicks, very basic, silly things like that, which that's where he's at in his life.
I mean, O'Shea, that's what you're comfortable with. I mean, that's the comfortable topic to go for. You know, O'Shea has transitioned into the comfort thing. He's transitioned into being a gossip girl. He does gossip girl content. The majority of the videos on O'Shea's channel, even though I know he does it, the majority of the videos on his channel is always talking about some black man or some man or somebody losing something and ha, 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 F you. It's not no content to go help people out or put somebody in position to, you know, he's not doing no productive content. You know? Yeah, some people were saying Elon Musk did look like he turned on MAGA. You said, well, at least white nationalist / supremacist section. I mean, like I said, and it's kind of a little bit similar to what you guys were talking about a minute ago, too. I think at some point, him and Trump going to fall out, or him and Vivek Ramaswamy going to fall out and stuff like that. It's a little bit too much egos. And then also, too, I was talking to a friend about this because when you make that type of money like Elon Musk, the government comes to you for loans and help and all kinds of shit. And it's in the government's best interest to be your friend, because if you're in a position where you can actually take over the world, and not by take over the world meaning that you can take over the world, but then again, the point of me does feel that way. But if you're in a position where you can create something that can change the trajectory of human thinking and just life and certain things for the next 30 years, it's in their best interest to pretend like they're cool with you and they're your friends, right? And it give you a little bullshit position. Like, hey, you could be the chief of some goofy shit that we made up over here, just so it'll take your mind off of being like, yo, I get it, man. I'd buy all of these people and take over all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's to thwart, you know, people that have the audacity to be able to change something, more so than the government, especially after the election year that we had. You know, you said O'Shea also makes FBA/delineation content despite being a Pan-Africanist and Uganda somewhere in Africa. Man, O'Shea is playing both sides of the field. He will tell you to be a passport bro, and then he'll clown you when you become one and tell you got your Negro wake-up call. O'Shea is playing all four sides of the field. He's like four-faced it. Listening to him is gonna put you in a fucked up situation, and he's gonna make fun of you. He's not even gonna help you. It's sad, but it's the truth.
Okay, he's like a guy who likes to go out, talk, drink, deal with chicks who are in the porn industry, deal with OnlyFans girls. That is what Fresh's life is around. And that's what he really wants to deal with. Things that are fun, things that are not controversial, and things that lead to booty clapping sounds. Number 5, Fresh starts his own podcast and rebrands it, and it calls itself A Fresh Start.
But the point is, though, like, it's going to be a brand new start, and I can't wait for you guys to see today's episode, and guys, an episode on Saturday, actually, or Friday, whatever day we do it, with some other special guests.
The question is, a fresh start from who?
I mean, you some of y'all are reading a little too much. He's still gonna do Fresh and Fit with Myron. So it's just a fresh start. It's just a play on the name. But when you got people that want to see something, a train wreck so goddamn bad, when you got people that want to see a train wreck so goddamn bad, they'll throw common sense out the window. It's just a play on the name. It's not that serious.
You see, the reality is Fresh needs a fresh start from Myron and all of the people that don't like Fresh that are associated with Myron.
And you're putting your biases on it. You think Fresh needs a fresh start from Myron. He might not think so. See how that works?
Myron is toxic. Myron is not fun. Myron is full of hate. Myron is full of vitriol. And see, that's not what Fresh is about. Fresh wants to make money and spend it all on women and have fun. He's a lively guy. And to be honest, although that Fresh, in my opinion, is a person who is a sellout, I hope that he can get some kind of resolution with this.
You good, Devin D? Shout outs to Devin D in the building.
I think that him leaving Myron, he's not going to be that interesting because nobody wants to listen to Fresh. But even without Myron, he has a better chance of making his own money without Myron because $0, which is what he's going to get dealing with Myron, anything is better than that. So he has no choice but to go out on his own, and eventually they're going to break up for good. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Producer for all you do, stir the bell. We're out.
So yeah, man. Yes, sir. But listen, man. Damn. Guess y'all didn't fuck with today's show. I'm gonna get up out of the building. Hopefully, you guys. I'll be back in another hour to do a second show. Hopefully, you guys will support the show once you hear this on air, off air. You support the show because you care anywhere, man. And definitely let's keep it going. You know, I want to be here to be able to produce these shows for you and be able to at least be here to kick it with you guys. So I definitely would need your help and support with the show. So if you get the chance, please hit the Cash App, please hit the like button. Hopefully we get our monetization back. And not even that, I don't even care about the monetization. It really, I need them to fix it so I'll be able to go live, so we can resume the radio show and still do our thing. All right. But definitely, I definitely gotta charge my battery, and hopefully, I don't know. All right. It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Cuda. See you in a few. Peace.